The number one most important thing for every Ambazonian to do right now is the draft. We stand at the threshold of an existential struggle, a pivotal juncture in our proud history that brooks no failure, tolerates no hesitation. So we will draft incessantly, individually, within the warm, vibrant tapestries of our communities. We will draft. We must draft. Draft, for in this paramount task, our draft lies the power to liberate Ambazonia.
Amazonians, the federal government, your federal government, they come up today for to inform all Ambazonian citizens, both home and abroad. Say the entire territory of Ambazonia, make I repeat, the entire territory of Ambazonia go observe a 4-day lockdown in this month of May, starting from Friday, the 17th of May, till Monday, the 20th of May, where means say all any other activity for national territory will recommence on Tuesday, the 21st of May, 2024. Make I repeat here again. The federal government, your federal government, where the ANC be a part of, they call for a 4-day national lockdown across the entire territory of Ambazonia, beginning Friday, the 17th of May, till Monday, the 20th of May, 2024, where means say within that period, we no one observe any movement. Make no commercial activity no take place whatsoever. All bank schemes, all taxis, all private cars, make we grind all of them. We don't want any movement out there for the entire territory of Ambazonia. Activities them feel only recommence on Tuesday, the 21st of May 2024. So we call on each and every citizen for the entire territory. Make you make sure, listen to this and make sure say, make you not go out there because you may end up in harm's way. Now remember very well, before the 11th of February, we will give warning here. Say make each and everybody stay indoors. And we'll be even follow up again later on. For can't talk so don't get intel. Say La Republic, the plan harm on with civilians. Say make each and every Ambazonian make it not go out there. People, well, some people they be listen, some people they don't listen for certain quarters. And we will see which way Ngala Jirat be connive with the enemy can do for people from Kambe. This time around, this is sent this warning. Please make each and every Ambazonian citizen for home territory make it stay indoors. From Friday, the 17th of May till Monday, the 20th of May, where means say Monday, when our usual country Sunday, it fall for still one of the days when they want to celebrate our territory. Well, we don't ban all such days. Commercial activities and other activities they will only take place as from Tuesday, the 21st. Make no Ambazonian citizen no go out there for go find himself, his or herself in harm's way. So make each and everyone, please, each and everyone stay indoors between the 17th and the 20th. Only from the 21st will not be allowed to go outside. The NSC, the call on the ASA, the Ambazonian State Army, say make we safeguard the federal territory, take care of the civilians equally as we tell the civilians make they take care of the Ambazonian State Army. We salute with bravery and we tell when I say when I go out there, anything from La Republic to Cameroun, when I take them out, anything when I take them out, they don't be allowed on the federal territory, especially the terrorists where they come from there. This one, now the spokesman for the ANC, signing out today, the 7th of May 2024. Short live the revolution, long live the Federal Republic of Ambazonia.
Today, 10th of May 2024. Now work this, they say Manyu coal. Manyu harvest exactly 7:30. We collect 2 M16, 2 AK. Enough things that were done. One pistol, multi pistol, jackknife, multi gun proof. Now 105. With the colleagues them, General Eze, General Bomafunguti, who captain. So na see material, Captain Bule is crashing. So na material in this. Prince Ayamba, send me money, General Lot, he picking them. Bulete, Umaleske, with Amoka. They did for inside the squad. We run from the squad for inside Manyu. What are people run? Who remember who fight them? So na this for down today. We don't collect exactly 7:30. The fees and people ready for. They don't see na the release squad. We don't another anyhow they good. We burn them. Since I don't send you. I don't send you this thing. I don't send you the video. As we kill, we burn them. With the other video, we just kill them throw down. So na still a day. So if you tell me say I call ASA, call Ojo Legba. Oloku did call Casey. Are they here? They walk they down. You don't see her now. I need to joke. You know this I do at the harvest time. At the harvest time. And about this. And about this. One. When they face. So all we want. Person who see this work. Person who see this work. Men say Manyu. Don't come back.
Man, you don't come back on that.
Man, you don't come back. And all we they as one, we do one voice, and work the work. So we need a support. Was more.
Fight! Live for Cameroun! Bombo! La not just we. Now with this. Bombo! Hey! Now with this. Single defense force. Manyu. Now with this. They go our way. Single defense force. Now with this. We don't chop them. Now we. Don't listen. Now with this, Manu. Now with this, Manu. Now with this, Manu. Now with this, Manu. Single special defense force, Manu. Now with this, ASA. Join nos day. Cherchez nos day. C'est day. Cherchez nos day. Comment voter? Nakam again. Follow with this. Join nos day. Cherchez nos day.
Man, you know the fight. Now with this, we don't collect them. We don't collect materials.
Now with this, John nos day. Répète, place day. Et tu vas faire place day, répète, place day.
Bon magazine.
Magazine. Là, Tony, magazine, Tony. Là, Tony. Magazine, là, il dit. Chier. De la bonne on a well. See them, Rose scatter them some kind.
Captain carry one.
How we go?
evening and welcome. In a chilling demonstration of resolve and precision, Manyu County of the Ambazonian State Army has articulated a state message to the government of Yaoundé, not through words, but through a calculated act of retaliation. This comes in the wake of the tragic demise of one of Ambazonia's most valiant warrior. We're talking about Field Marshal Sagon of Ngoketunja, whose fall has ignited a fierce response from his comrades in arms. We've seen across the national territory the gusto within the state army. The communicated ethos from the ASA to the regime of La République de Cameroun is uncompromising, is incomparable. The fall of one Amba fighter will definitely precipitate the loss of 7 La République de Cameroun fighters. This silent yet potent message was brought to life recently in Manu, the heart of the emblematic of the ongoing struggle, where a precise offensive by the Ambazonian State Army resulted in the death of a brigade commander and 6 soldiers from La République du Cameroun forces of occupation. Operating with a clinical efficiency, the Ambazonian State Army forces struck between Mamfe and Umojok in Manyu County, melting away into the landscape after ensuring their message was delivered through action. The incident marked significant escalation tactics result of the Ambazonian forces, drawing a clear line in the sand and settling a new precedent for the cost of conflict and for the cost of occupation, not just in the county, but in the entire sovereign territory of Ambazonia, as Ambazonia's aspirations for autonomy can never be overemphasized. In the underlines that perpetrated the nature of the Ambazonian quest for independence and signals a preparedness from the state army to engage in prolonged conflict should their cause for self-determination continue to go unanswered. Cameroon is definitely having a cost to pay, a war that they cannot fund and a war that they cannot win. This is Ambazonia this week with Papa the King, and with me on the platform is Commander Winnie, the chair of Manyu County. We are also going to be having Fombat that will be joining us to tell us a little bit more on what is happening, extending to Meme. We're receiving some reports, though conflicting but interesting. We have, as always, the legal minds, Barrister Fru John Saw and Barrister Tim Besea. I will not waste one more minute of your time. Our night is pregnant. We may not discuss strategy, but you can be rest assured that after tonight's program, your energy will be reignited and you will understand that we're not just winning in words, we're winning in actions. And this is the only platform that will counter La République du Cameroun's false rhetoric in the world that the war or that normalcy is returning. Right after this break, we will kickstart the conversation. Stay tuned. Good evening,
Commander Willie, good evening. Barrister Fru Johnson, good evening. Barrister Mbesia, you're welcome. Fellow viewers of ABC Amba TV, we apologize for a slight late start of this program, but like I told you, we have a lot in store for you. I'm calling on all those who are watching us on all of our social media platforms, especially on Facebook and on YouTube, to keep sharing as a portion of your participation, because we have a lot to tell you and to tell the world. Good evening and welcome. Let's give the honor to the common visitor of tonight's program, Commander Willie. Please greet and talk to the people.
Greetings to everybody, Ambazonia. Can you hear me?
Very loud and clear.
Yes, shake no day. On behalf of the people of Ambazonia, we take today to first thank our president, the head of all Ambazonia State Army, the chief of staff, and all the members of the cabinet. So we give honor to President Dr. Samuel Stako Ikome. We give respect and honor to our VP, Vice President Mr. Eric Ate, and to all the county coordinators, LGA people, and defense people. We take this time to pay tribute and to give honor and respect to the one and those of our fighters who have gone before us. For FM Sagon, we salute you. Yes, we've come today to tell you people where we are going, and what we've been doing all this while. As Ambazonia State Army, we have mobile wing units on the ground. We have Immigration and Reinforcement Agency on the ground. We have Ambazonia Postal Service on the ground. We have Sanitation Department on the ground. So when it comes to this war, President Samuel Stako Ikome is in charge of all Ambazonia State Army, and I've given you the sub-units of the Ambazonia State Army, as compared to La République du Cameroun, where they have an army and they have subsections. They have the B, they have the gendarmes and other subsections. But in Ambazonia, we have the Ambazonia State Army, we have the Ambazonia mobile wing units, we have the custom and immigration enforcement officers, we have the postmasters in Ambazonia, who often deliver mails and packages to those who are stubborn in one way or the other. Let's come back to home front. As Ambazonia, we've come to tell Cameroon government and Republic that although you've been killing us for the past 100 years, our parents fought you, we are fighting you now, and we'll fight and fight. Moving forward, we've been seeing some people, some paid CPDM agents and Republic agents, they are going around talking about negotiation. Come here, do here, don't do here. On behalf of the people and the fighters on the ground, we are not coming here to ask anybody to sit with us anyway. We don't have table on the ground. Our table on the ground is the grave. Say ASA, our state mobile wings. Our table on the ground is the grave. We are not coming to ask Cameroon government to negotiate with us fighting on the ground. Whether they negotiate or not, that's a decision President Stako has to take and talk, not me. I'm just coming to let them know that as we have the guns, we started with catapults. Now we have guns and AKs and rockets. We're going to use them. The fight in Ambazonia is not just going in one direction. It's going in all directions. And all directions lead to Boya. On behalf of the Ambazonia people, President Stako, the Commander-in-Chief of Ambazonia, brought up what they call war draft. Now,
they get their
He brought what they call war draft to organize, rally, and support and fund the fight and the resistance in Ambazonia. We are two different countries. The British Southern Cameroon called Ambazonia, which we have our independence, on October the 1st, 1961, while Cameroon have our own independence, January the 1st, 1960. Cameroon, La Republic of Cameroon have invaded Ambazonia, occupied Ambazonia. They have been burning our houses, burning our villages. They have burned even my village called Cameroun. They have burned my own place, the hospital where I was born, Manyu Hospital. They have killed thousands and hundreds. We're not going to sit and be looking at them. So I'm going to pass this message clean and clear. We've been fighting. We are not fighting because we want to fight. We are fighting because we have no option. You cannot come to our house, you kill us, you rape us, you send us as refugees. So the mobile units, they know what to do. They have been asked to go house to house, pull out the Republic agents and Republic occupying forces and take care of them. You cannot come to my house, push me in the bush, rape my mother, kill my wife, kill my kids, and I've been looking at you. Days are gone when we'll be pleading to belong. We do not belong to them, neither do they belong to us. As such, President Sarko's leadership have organized us to fight. Now, let me draw a clear distinction about this fight in Ambazonia. President Samuel Sarko is the only commander-in-chief that have a source of income by bringing all the Ambazonia people together, the 13 county and 61 LGA, to help to raise funds for the fighting. He have not tasked anybody on the ground to pay what they call liberation tax. The fact that our people on the ground in Ambazonia are putting their life on line, respecting Ghost Town, respecting the orders put by this federal government of Ambazonia, that's already the price they are paying. When the government call Ghost Town, it's respected on the ground. When the government call lockdown, it's respected on the ground. Whatever the government call is respected on the ground. So we salute the people of Ambazonia, all the citizens in Ambazonia. Mami and Papa, them me I go talk for pidgin. Me gonna hear them. Barrister Fruit Johnson, them me I greet una, commander for this unit. Me I go greet una all. I know call my name, but una know una say when I go talk for English for the world. Me I go talk for pidgin for one people them. We don't can't say as the war go on. I go backtrack for the 1st of this April. For the 1st of this May, excuse my language, 2024, Ambazonia State Army them for the 13 county, they don't do a great work. They don't do a great work. The first one, when I go look at how some people them, they dash in the name of church and state, me I no go on that side. But anybody will go carry any voting election boxes them, or any devil who will burn the devil alive, who will burn the institution alive. If you feel you will carry our revolution and our life, you put them for jeopardy.
Commander, we are going to get that. Commander Willie, congratulations.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. There was no better way to have started tonight. I can tell you that. And definitely we'll get to the elections because that's something it's one of the high peak of what is happening tonight. The lockdown on May 20th, the elections. Let's take it progressively and process the achievements of our people. I just want Barrister Fru and Barrister Mbesia to greet the people very briefly, and we'll get into the first report, which has to do with what has happened in Okitunjia and what is happening in Meme. Let's correlate it and guide our people through into what has just happened in Manyu County, and then we will definitely be going into the elections right after that. Barrister Fru, Barrister Mbesia, greet the people quickly before we process this report coming from the ground this week.
Thank you.
Barrister Fru, I begin with you.
Yeah, thank you, Paddy. My dear country people of Ambazonia, we there for again for Saturday for salute una for tell una way it don't go on for this week and how we always here. My name na Barrister Fruition, so una know me fine. I greet all Ambazonian that were there for home front, the one that were there for white man country, any side for the world, including Africa. At the salute una say una welcome for this program where we'll get them every Saturday. Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you very much. Barrister Mbesia, please.
Thank you for having me and for giving me the privilege to share the same platform.
Maybe you want to come in
with
front a little bit so that the Ambazonians will see your face more. Come in the front.
Commissioner
That's
Willie.
good. Yeah.
We're happy to be here. This is one of the several weeks. If we only pray, say, by next week, we'll be nearer home than we have ever been before.
Yeah.
And so, again, we are lucky. We are in war. Anytime we come for 1 week after, if you hear that one man die, that means God will fight for one. So, thank you. We will try to dissect what will happen. We'll see what they go on. So, we'll plan for do what we do next. Over to you.
That's amazing. So we're going to take it progressively before we get into what's happening. We have a report that's coming from the ground. We've been able to do some investigation. As the media is reporting it, the Ambazonian State Army in Gokitunja, even after what happened to our esteemed Field Marshal Sagon, have done something great. And we need to applaud. I was telling some comrades, we need to applaud every fighter on the ground. Let me tell you, by default, like Commander Willie has said, every fighter on the ground belongs to President Sako. It is our responsibility as leaders, either as LGA leaders or as county leaders or as government officials, to communicate this information accurately. When we fail to do so, we are just helping the fighters to belong to ADF, who is transforming them into thieves because they cannot fund the war, or to La République de Cameroun after frustrations. So when you do that, you're making your work at the level of the county easy. You can't own fighters as at the level of your county. You are there as a custodian of a mandate that is not yours. In that regard, let's process this report and we'll be right back with our analysis. Stay tuned.
Fire! Sur le feu!
Well, the video that you're just watching is a video from the Amazonian State Army of Manyu County. Though FM Sagon is down, the Amazonian State Army has not relented, as can be seen. In a bold display of defiance against the forces of occupation, the Amazonian State Army continues to stand firm in their struggle for liberation despite setbacks. The recent actions of the Amazonian State Army generals underscore their unwavering commitment to reclaiming Amazonia from colonial oppression. Well, on the 8th of May 2024, a daring operation led by self-styled FM Lucifer and his squad included General Solo, General Amba Prince, and General Blackie Fee, targeted La République's colonial barracks in Bomana village, Manyu County, in Amazonia. The ambush, meticulously planned by the Amazonian State Army, resulted in the incineration of the barracks, sending a clear message to the forces of occupation. The assailants spared no effort in ensuring that the colonial forces felt the full force of their resistance, leaving nothing unscathed in Bomana. Well, this calculated act of defiance serves as a stark reminder that the Amazonian State Army will not tolerate the presence of the forces of occupation on Amazonia soil. Reports indicate that similar acts of resistance are unfolding across the entire territory, with the Amazonian State Army actively engaging in strategic maneuvers to defend Amazonia's sovereignty. In another bold display of resistance, the Amazonian State Army in Ndop, Ngoketunjia County, southern Cameroon has captured a van belonging to the colonial gendarmerie. The incident, which occurred on Monday, May 7th, has drawn attention to the fierce determination of the Amazonian fighters in their struggle for liberation. The captured van, as depicted in the viral video, serves as tangible evidence of the Amazonian State Army's effective tactics in confronting the occupying forces. In the video, General Colombo, a prominent figure within the Amazonian State Army, boldly claims responsibility for the capture, asserting the authority of the Amazonian fighters over their homeland. Well, in his words, he said, "I am General Colombo, father of the Black Lions of Bamali, who has heart this thing here," claiming responsibility. General Colombo's voice resonates with defiance as he addresses the captured security vehicle. His words are punctuated by the thunderous sound of gunshots, symbolizing the ongoing battle for Amazonian sovereignty. Let's take a look at this viral video.
Honorable Dr. Jelandi for Monjanja. I come for Bamali, the father of Lion. Now we don't keep waiting for her. I don't do her.
Oh well. This daring act not only showcases the resilience of the Amazonian State Army, but also underscores their unwavering commitment to defending Amazonia from foreign occupation. As the struggle for liberation continues, the Amazonian fighters stand firm in their resolve to reclaim their homeland and assert the right to self-determination. Despite the loss of FM Saigon, the spirit of the Amazonian State Army remains unbroken, fueling their determination to secure a brighter future for their homeland. As the conflict rages on, the world watches with bated breath, witnessing the resilience of the Amazonian people in their quest for freedom and self-determination.
That was amazing right there, Stasma. Thank you very much. We're going to be back with you again with another report, the one from Manyu. And I'll take it, I'll start with you, Commander Willie. You are the man in charge of Manyu, but I believe you work with a cross-section of fighters all across the national territory, and you're a vital member of the ASNC and the defense or the military mechanism of the interim government. Watching these images today amidst Cameroon's claim of normalcy, what would you have to tell us? That is before we get the intervention of the barristers. Please talk to us, Barrister Willie, Commander Willie.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you very loud and clear, please.
Yes, actually, Cameroon position is respected. Whatever they do is respected. But remember, if you are fighting a war, we're not going to fight with propaganda. We're going to fight with reality. We're not going to fight by them telling that things are normal or abnormal. We don't care whether it's not abnormal or it's normal. We have operations to do. We have assignments to do. And the men and women on the ground, holding the ground, the various county and various LGA, they have a task at their hand on what to do. But what we've told them is this: we've been in the bush for so long. And we've been in the bush for so long for a certain reason. But now they have begin to become to their senses. Personally, this one I take responsibility. I educated them that you have to kill to be free. You have to kill to be free. You cannot. You have to kill to be free. You cannot. To be free, you have to kill to eat. You have to kill to eradicate. You have to kill to be free. You cannot free yourself without killing. The Republic of Cameroon, they have come to our land. They are killing us, sending us to the bushes, sending us to refugee camps. We are homeless, shelterless, and as such, we become sick of illnesses and we die. We've learned from them how to burn houses. We've learned from them how to kill. We've learned from them how to do things. And as such, we're just going to take those arrows and turn it back to them. We don't buy guns anymore. We harvest it from them. The number one supply of weapons in Amazonia is the Cameroon army. We ambush them, we take their weapons, and we'll kill them. If we don't kill them, then why are we fighting a war? War is you're supposed to kill your enemy. We're not going to talk whether the normalcy is there or is not. For example, you saw what happened in Manu. At least 7 of them will seize their birth certificate. Let me put it that way. I will not say that they died, but we just took their birth certificate so they don't know where to go. Bringing this in the spotlight President Sako said in one of his video, he said, defend homeland. But what he forgot to do, he did not tell us how to defend it. But what he did, he raised money to defend it. Look at that math. He said defend homeland. And he said these are persona non grata, the SDOs, the Cameroon army, the Cameroon gendarme, the Cameroon police. It's our responsibility, me as a commander on the ground, it's my responsibility to put any mechanism I want to put with my team to eradicate and take off Cameroon army. The president have said it, and we're going to do it. Over to you.
That's amazing. I want Barrister Fru and Barrister Mbesia to speak in this delight. Amazonians are waiting for us to get into Manyu and actually to look from our vintage what happened. Barrister Fru, I take it with you first. How do you feel?
Yes, Paddy. Yes, Paddy, thank you. Every fighter, every Ambazonian who is fighting La Republic of Cameroon is called the Ambazonian State Army. And their commander-in-chief is Dr. Samuel Ekomesako. I'm just repeating what Paddy has just said in his monologue. This week has been very eventful. Very, very eventful. We mourn the passing of one of the legends of the Ambazonian struggle. He lost his arm and was still standing. He stood for the truth, he stood for bravery, and he galvanized his soldiers until the day that he took his last breath. We salute him, we honor him, and we pray for him, and we ask the Almighty God to accept his soul. That said, I congratulate most heartedly the Ambazonian State Army of Ngok General Colombo. I greet you and I salute you, and it is you are from Bamali and you have done it, and you have in a way sent a message that the taking away of your field marshal has not changed anything, but you are mourning and you will do what it takes to get the forces of occupation out of your territory, out of Ambazonia, out of all the nooks and corners of Ambazonia. You young men and women, you are giving your all, and we want you to know that we will do everything to make sure that you have what it takes to defend our people and to defend the homeland. We thank you.
Barrister Mbesia, please talk to us.
Well, you made a statement that the Republic is saying that normalcy is returning. I think we don't need to emphasize on that. Everybody knows that there's no normalcy.
Yes.
If there were normalcy, for example, why would they be reinforcing building more military camps in Bui? Why would they be acquiring land to build more military camps in Bombay? And so, for everybody to see, we don't need to hear those lies. If there was normalcy, why would they become those sandbags? They think that they can build a country, they can live in a country that is put in a military camp. No country can be a military camp. And for them, they don't know. But they should know that, if they didn't know, they should know that our fighters know this. A loss of a soldier anywhere in Ambazonia is a loss everywhere. Again, the loss of a soldier anywhere in Ambazonia is a loss everywhere. And to crown it all, our fighters know this, that the whole territory of Ambazonia is one war front. Whatever thing they do, whatever thing the enemy does, wherever they do it, they should expect revenge. From the east, from the west, from the south, from the center. There will be revenge until Ambazonia is free. And so over to you. Our fighters know the game. They are paying the price for the occupation. And there's nothing more than that. They've paid economically. They are not paid in human lives. They are paying in their morality. There's nobody who goes to Ambazonia from Yaoundé without being frightened. That's the morale of the war. They're scared. And even the commanders in Yaoundé know. They only send the children of the poor people there because they don't want to lose their own children. And so we're winning. Fear itself, fear in the enemy's camp is already half victory. Over to you. I think we have a good strategy. 7 years into the fight, 8 years into the struggle, we have gone a longer way. Our journey is getting closer to the end. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Barrister Mbesia. So much for us to say, and I like the way we are prosecuting the conversation thus far. We'll be coming back to you right in a few minutes there, by Commander Willie. Barrister Mbesia has just brought something to the light, which I want us to talk on it very briefly and to get into what happened in Manyu and the way forward. It is in consonance of what happened in Manu. But Mbesia just said, if there was no mercy, they will not be building or trying to do a propaganda for building a military camp in Bui. But Manu responded effectively, which we can never be over proud of what Manu has done. And we know that Tokandu and his boys and the forces on the ground are taking note of it. We're going to blow them up. So I just believe Cameroun was trying to do some form of propaganda there. Are you guys taking note of it and strategizing to counter? Please talk a little bit more about that. The attitude of Cameroun, just to confirm what Commander Willie did there, I want us to talk on the attitude of Cameroun. Cameroun is very well aware they can't win this war, but their persistence or insistence to do what they are doing right now is a statement that they are determined to do one thing. Perhaps Amazonians are not seeing. They want to conquer us and then to own us forever. This is where I want you to really come in and speak strongly, Commander Willie. Cameroon has one intention. So what must we do as Amazonians to the people of Bui, to the ASA in Bui, that are contending with? Some of us are just in the diaspora ranting. When you see Cameroon building a camp in Bui, the task and pressure is directly on Tokandu and his boys. What must we do to make sure that this propaganda cannot come to fruition and that will enable our people to neutralize it? Commander Willie, talk to us.
Yeah, before I go into that, what can you do again in a time of war? In a time of war is just to kill. There's no other way. It's to kill the person that occupying your land. A snake in the house, what are you going to ask me for? There's a snake in my room, what should I do? Kill it. That's all. They should just go and kill those who are occupying us. What are they are whatever they come from, whatever the color is, whoever they are, just kill them, and that's how you keep things. Look, I don't know about the politicians. They be talking going left or right. There's no other way here. Our Commander-in-Chief, President Sako, have said, this is a personal non grata. Defend yourself and protect the people. You have given that man to give him the order that we should protect and defend the people. So now, go ahead and just wipe everything out. That's the whole solution. When Americans go to war, what do? You think they go to play? When Americans go to war, they eradicate everything, even the fly, they wipe it all. So Ambassador is not different. This is a war. It's not a nightclub or a festival or a feast. We are not responsible for how the enemy thinks. We are not responsible for what the enemy is thinking. We are not responsible for whether they come to attack us or not. No, We are responsible to defend ourselves. We are responsible to take back our country. A woman that do not push, they will have what they call premature or stillbirth. At this time, the ASA and the mobile wing unit, their function is to kill and wipe. If you don't kill and wipe, then the enemy will still be there. We cannot be incubating a cancer. In America, they see cancer in you, they operate it and take it off. So it's nothing different. That I say they should go kill. To kill them all by shooting, by burning, by poisoning, whatever it means is this is killing. Big countries like America, they have a bomb. They can throw you a bomb with a helicopter on the plane in the sky. We can still do our own. We cannot throw a bomb. We can kill with a knife. We cannot kill with a knife. We can strangle you with a belt. We can. At the end of the day, the problem is still killing. We should not live or let the educational system of people who have gone to school to fool us. When you kill a poor person in Amazonia, they say, "Oh, he was shot." When you kill a Laropic invader in our country, they say, "Oh, he was assassinated." It's still killing. The lawyers will know how to manipulate all those things. These are authorized thieves. They can use any language. Fighters are not going to begin to decide whether this one confirmed with the Barrister Frujon Solo or this Barrister Mbesa. You people study the bar. Very soon, study up license. We are studying the shooting. We have trained Ambazonia State Army. We've trained Ambazonia Mobile Wing. Now we have more than 450 from January to now. I can proudly say for the whole territory, we have more than 450. And you've seen in Manu, for training, they are back. The war have not even started going to a certain level. You're going to see. I'm not going to promise, but God will help us. Over to you.
Kill. I don't think there is any much for us to say about that. Right after this break, we will tell you the way forward. Kill.
The number one most important thing for every Ambazonian to do right now is the draft. We stand at the threshold of an existential struggle, a pivotal juncture in our proud history that brooks no failure, tolerates no hesitation. So we will draft incessantly, individually, within the warm, vibrant tapestries of our communities. We will draft. We must draft. Draft, for in this paramount task, our draft, lies the power to liberate Amazonia.
So we must kill to live. We must kill to ensure that Amazonia exists. You must kill. Kill. Commander Willie has pronounced the word many times, and I enjoy it because he's not here to politicize. He's here to talk to you as a commander. I'm calling on all of you to get, if you're not drafting there's a fundraiser currently going on, and we will talk about it before we continue the report. Right, I think Star Smart is indicating that she is ready with a report of a Imojok. Let me confirm that. Yes, I think she's ready with that report. We're going into a job right now, and we're calling on all of you to get ready and ready. That's very special announcements we want to give to you. We will do what we have to do as a people to solve. Right after this report, we'll come back.
Well, the cost of occupation for La République du Cameroun keeps increasing. Ambazonia's bold ultimatum to Yaoundé hits hard on the chest, and as we scope through social, there is a rhythmic chant inspired by the Manyu Ambazonian State Army. It says, "One Amber, fighter for 7 colonial thugs, Ambazonia stands." Well, let's take a look at this.
Work. So we need support. Was more.
Life, for Conrad. Bombo, la lost aujourd'hui. Now with this. Bombo. Hey, now with this. Single special defense force. Manyu, now with this. They go away. Single special defense force. Now with this. We don't chop them. Now we. Now with this. Manu.
In an escalating chapter for the prolonged struggle between the Ambazonian State Army and La République du Cameroun, the Manu military wing of the Ambazonian State Army has issued a stark warning to the colonial government in Yaoundé The message, though not formally articulated, has been emphatically delivered through a decisive act of retaliation following the demise of Field Marshal Sargon of Ngokitunja, a celebrated figure within the ranks of the Amazonian freedom fighters. The incident marks a significant escalation in terms of tactical response from the ASA, as confirmed reports detail the elimination of a crucial La Republic Brigade commander alongside 6 soldiers in a meticulous executed operation near the corridor stretching from Manfei to Yumoyok within Manyu County. This event is charged with symbolism, effectively punctuating the Amazonian State Army's vow, the daunting coast of 7 La Republic lives from every Amber fighter fallen. Now, reports has it that in a daring ambush on Friday, May 10, 2024, the valiant Amazonian State Army of the Yumoyok dealt a significant blow to the colonial La Republic occupational forces in Amazonia. The Amazonian State Army relayed the La Republic gendarmes on the Manfei-Ekok Highway, opening fire on their vehicle and neutralizing all 6 occupants, including the brigade commander. The Amazonian State Army do not only take a combative stance, but also extend a hand of peace, issuing a statement pleading with La Republic elements, urging them to lay down their weapons and promising them safe passage to neutral grounds as they do not want this war, while the ASA is persistently advising La Republic forces to embrace this opportunity for safety. The call for the Amazonia reaches out to all Amazonians and their supporters worldwide as they appeal for solidarity, for justice, for freedom, and ultimately peace and the independence that was stolen from Amazonia. The people of Amazonia continue to fight for their freedom and human rights, and this incident is a stark reminder of their unwavering commitment to the cause for the freedom of Amazonia. This bold action by the Amazonian State Army of the Yumoyok demonstrates the strength and determination of the Amazonian people in their struggle for liberation and self-determination. The occupational forces have suffered significant losses in recent times, and this latest incident is a testament to the resilience and bravery of the ASA. While this recent occurrence signals a potentially volatile shift in the dynamics of the ongoing conflict, emphasizing the profound resolve and tactical evolution within the Amazonian resistance, it further underscores the heightened stakes and the dire need for peaceful resolution to evade further loss of life and escalation on both sides. As both sides continue to harden their position, the international community watches closely, bearing witness to the deepening humanitarian consequences that accompany each chapter of this tragically unfolding narrative.
That was a beautiful one there. We're back with you again, Commander Willie. Before we even get to the lawyers, this, I must say, was a blinking sweetness for Ambazonians to watch. And the numbers are quite telling. We saw Cameroun brandishing on their platforms when a crippled person and a soldier with a one hand failed. We saw them actually rejoicing. And Manu has redefined it. Manu took a few days to strategically redefine media rhetorics. I'm glad to have seen that all their proxy media platforms have reported it. Unfortunately, CRTV wouldn't tell the truth to the bullus that are being wasted in Amazonia on a daily basis. You want to talk, Commander Willie, it is your platform right now. It was in your county. We actually heard them talking about your chief of defense, Ayamba, calling on you and calling on the Amazonian people to reinvest the trust that they have always invested in them or on them. Talk to them. Talk to us. Amazonia is listening and the world is watching.
Yes, yes, people for Animaki Nokonoka Manu, Kikubwen. All those who fighting for Manu, all the Manu ASA, Manu Wing, thank you very much for everything that you do for our ground. Well, when it comes to Manu, Manu is well organized and structured in the sense that all the fighters that you see in Manu, they have taken an oath. If you sell your friend, you die. You betray your friend, you die. You turn gun to your friend, you die. They give you money, you mismanage it, you die. They give you money or you go harass the civilian population, you die. So they have taken that oath. So they know what they are doing and they have a trust and unity and harmony among themselves. But one thing most of them were lacking that I and my defense team have to put personally in their head is the ability to kill and to wipe anything that they kill. At first, they were reluctant. When they kill you, they begin to, oh, I don't want to shoot you. No. And they say, oh, they call, Willie, how long are we going to stay in this bush? I said, as long as you decide to stay in the bush, you're going to stay there. Unless you kill the person occupying your house, then you can come into your house and sit. If you do not kill the person occupying your house, you cannot come. Cameroun Army, gendarme, and police, they have been sent with an order from Yaoundé. Go, invade, kill, and wipe them all. That's their mission. And then when it comes to Manyu, our fighters in Manyu, our restorational, excuse my language, our Bazar State Army and Mobile Wing, the function and duty for them is to make patrols. We have patrols. We go for patrols morning, afternoon, and night. So Cameroun Army cannot pass anywhere that we don't know. Yes, in the 4 LGA, Manfe Central, Upper Bayang, Oimo Jokana Kwaya, we have patrol, foot patrol, motorcycle patrol, and any type of patrol that we can use to give us intelligence. We do those patrols. So when the Cameroun Army, they were going out to do what they do best by killing people, we intercepted them, and as such, that opportunity came, and God bless us, and they executed it to the fullest. And we did the same thing they do to us. We wipe them all, and we don't have a place to keep you. We don't have a jail to keep you. We don't have food to give you. When somebody is shot, you don't let them bleed to death. You shoot them so they finish, because you're at war. You do not kill an animal and leave it halfway dead. A half-killed snake will come back and bite you. In Manu, this is an order. They know if you see an enemy, you do not shoot the enemy. The person behind you will shoot you. In Manu and in Ambazonia, if you tell your friend, let's go to DDR center, you will not be asked any question. The commander in that unit will just shoot you. Or if the commander wants to go to DDR center, the other foot soldier will shoot you. That's why I see as a whole, you do not see men and women going to DDR center anymore. I've been asked and they've been briefed that they will be shot. Because once somebody boycott and go to DDR center, they are going to equip him. He's going to come to look you to kill. So unless we learn to kill each other, to pave the way forward, and then we'll liberate ourselves. Coming to Manyu, see this action on the ground. I've asked them to get some pictures, to send me some pictures and images to see whether we have Chadian soldiers among those ones being killed. And as such, they have screened their machines and they are doing what they do best to make sure they are safe. And moving forward, effective tomorrow, May the 12th, Manfe Eko Highway, Bojongo Highway, it will be closed from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. till June the 1st for security purposes. Because Cameroun Army might want to go in there to begin to kill our civilian population, do their carry at night. In the day, they cannot come because they know we're going to see them. So that freeway, Bojongo Highway, is closed, effective tomorrow, Sunday. After 6 p.m., if you are caught on that road, you confirm code. We did not keep nobody when we catch you, we'll kill you. We do not keep you. We are not for trophy. We are for liberation. And if we want to liberate you, we have to kill you to liberate ourselves. Because if we keep you, you're still going to come and we do not have resources to keep you. This is a guerrilla warfare. We do not have resources. All the other counties have to learn and copy. We do not have ADF in Manyu. As you see, our commander, our Manyu County General Command, headed by Commander Prince Ayamba, is doing a great job. He coordinated, organized the men and women in this unit. It's not just one unit. There are mobile wings, they are all ASA, but there are mobile wing unit in there. There are immigration in there. There's fire patrol in there. So that's why I see many things taking place at the same time. The people who, for the ambush unit, they are there. They did what they did best. The fire brigade put the fire. The extortion brigade take off the helmet. So you see, they're not fighting for helmet, fighting for guns. As they are going, they know what to do and they know how to do it. Swift and fast. The backup unit, they already kept in place. I won't give that much because President Ayamba will jump on my head that I'm talking more than the way he authorized me to. Yes, I'm the county coordinator of Manyu County. I'm not managing Manyu County alone. But you yourself, you are in Manyu County, and the other chair people like Masera will salute you. The chairman himself for Oimojo LGA, I won't call your name, Mr. Ebot, we salute you. We salute all Dr. Mbia, Fakwaya, we salute you. Dr. Anderson, we salute you. President Sako, we salute you. Ambassador people, we salute you. We are winning big, we are winning fat. We are not going to worry whether they say normalcy is coming or normalcy is not coming. We are not looking for normalcy. The normalcy, we are looking for the normalcy for ourselves. To kill the Cameroon army so we can get normalcy for ourselves. So we can stay and call a place where we call home. Home, there's no better place like home like Manyu. Not only Manyu alone. Liberating Manyu is not liberating Ambazonia as a whole. The whole thing is to strip all of them. President Sako have said in his audio one time or a video, the administrators, that they should not be there. A day will come. A day will come. We're going to go house to house, pick those administrators, put them in one truck, light fire, and you're going to see them burning inside that fire. You're going to see what I say. I'm not going to blackmail it or fool it. When they send an administrator, yeah, day will come. We're already taking the statistics on who is staying where, who is working where. We're going to come. We've already taken care of the army. You as administrator, we're going to come to you. When we come to you, you're going to hear my voice. Last time they sent men and women from the Republic agents to come to Manyu, to come do a spy. The ones that we caught, we've killed them all. So if your father was sending Manu as a spy from the Republic, he's not coming back. They showed me the video. I said, shoot them. They shoot them. They kill them. I tell them. I said, shoot them. You are keeping them for what? These are pigs from Yaoundé coming to occupy our land. We cannot sit in our house. Somebody come from somewhere, enter our house, shoot our mother, and then some mistakes some of us are making. We are saying, oh, the white man is looking. International community is coming. International community is you. The first international community is you. There's not an international community. Some people come here, it's telling me civil society. Civil society is a branch of the CPDM. See them, shoot them. We should not be going around the bush. There are two options here. Two people in Ambazonia. Either Ambazonia State Army or you are a Cameroon Army. There's nothing else. Nothing falling between. In Manu, if you say you're an ADF fighter, they will just shoot you. One would not arrest you. If you say I'm ADF, will shoot you. Say you're going to the center, will shoot you. So those things are kept within yourself. We should not be coming here, begin to try to please people, begin to try to no. Then we are making the fighters not to know the difference. We are, you see, in Manu, the priest, the church people don't go to the bushes to preach for people. No, you cannot be telling me when they are killing me, bro. It's a time God said that should not kill. In the Bible, Jesus killed. In the Bible, Jesus killed. In America, they are going for war. They are catechists. We pray for them and bless their guns. You've seen it in Europe. In America, all over the world, they are blessing guns to give to army to go fight. When they send an army to go fight, they have asked you to go do what? To go do what? To go breastfeed? They ask you to go kill. When they deploy American army, they ask them to go kill. You go there, you go there, either you kill or you'll be killed. You're not going to go say, I'm going to say, hey, brother. Hey. No, there's no brother here. There's no brother here. These people have come from their country. They have come from the country, violated anything that you guys call international law, that of which not exist. But sorry if I jump to your throat. You people begin to go through the books. We do not have books in the bush. We do not have school in the bush. Our school is a gun. If you cannot handle your gun, leave it alone. Me, I work with a microscope. I'm 100% effective with a microscope. If I find a bacteria, I tell the doctor, this is what is killing you. They treat you. I'm not going to see Staphylococcus aureus. I say, it look like, no. Staff is staff. And I send to the doctor, they treat you, go home. We should not be going by the bush here. We are fighting war. We are scared. We are not scared. No. Shoot everything. That's the whole thing. Shoot everything. When I plant leaf shake, you shoot. Then you ask questions later. That's how they fight war. You're not going to be fighting war. Begin to try to BBC by law, by not law. Who wrote the laws and give to you? Who wrote the law that should come kill you? Who wrote the law that you should rape my mother? Who wrote the law that you should burn my house? You see? That's what we black people will suffer because of ignorance. We forget to kill. The white man will hang you before you open your eye. When the white man comes to any country, they hang you before you open your eye. Look at it, even America. When they were fighting the British, they kill. You do not kill, you do not live. Lion kill to eat, to live. Tigers kill to eat, to live. We kill animals to live. Cameroon government have come to kill us, take our raw material, take everything, colonize us, and then we are there playing. It look like we are one. It look like we are two. It look like we are three. To show that we are one Cameroon is to shoot the other Cameroon. That's all. So that we remain Amazonia. We'll go by what they call distinction or extinction. I don't know the grammar. You people should be talking grammar going around. Our own order is for them to shoot and kill. Fighter will come and say, Pa, so armies are coming. What should we do? Shoot them. Then they give you gun. President Sako have raised money, give you the guns. It's not to give you the gun to begin to play. No. He doesn't ask you to go collect tax. He have ambassador people. He have called them. They have come. There's war draft. For the past 2 months, the Cameroon Ambazonian government have raised more than $100,000. Yes, cash, not promise. We do not fight war by promise. You see the army, you say, well, I promise I will shoot you when I get my money for granite. No, you see, you shoot. Then ask questions later. That is how our men and women are cautioned on the ground. They call me on daily basis. I tell them, the president say shoot. There's nothing I can tell you. What should I tell the president? If he asks me, really, why are they still there? The army are still in the army. What should I tell him? Say, Mr. President, it looks like we are sorry. Man, over to you.
You know, one thing that's is the number of times you have seen the resolve of Amazonia. You know, it is only should understand that this is not a war that they will even win. That the longer they stay in Amazonia, the more the Bolos will die. And there's a time that we will not only shoot to kill in Amazonia, we will hunt them right in their land and their fourth generation. If these Bulu boys still keep coming to Amazonia, Barrister Fru, talk to us briefly before we get into the next segment, Barrister Ambesia. Let me start with you, Barrister Fru, please. I'm sure you want to say something.
Yes, Commandant Willie, you're coffee day up. I tell you, you couldn't have said it any better. We are at war, and this war was brought to us. They came, they entered our houses, they slaughtered our family, they did everything. They are still taking our raw material, they're doing everything, and they don't want to come to the table. Biya declared this war on the 30th of November 2017. And for going to 8 years, he has refused to come to the negotiating table. What has happened in Manyu is our own launching of that negotiating table. Don't come to the negotiating table. Manyu, what has happened in Manyu is a message to La Republique du Cameroun. You had the audacity to go and take out our military leader in Ngokutunja. That is the response. And this response is the launching of the firepower on the ground. Send your Bulu boys to Ambazonia and see. We have started. We have started and there's no turning back. Manyu, Bui, Ngokutunja, Meme, Ndian, Donga Manto, Menchum, Pako. This is the launching of the firepower that we have been waiting for. There has been firepower in Bui, but this one is in response to the killing of our military leader. You, La Republique, you got up from the wrong side of the bed. Commander Willie, make sure that this continues in other counties and other LGAs. I know they are listening to you. Send this message, the message you have just delivered. If everybody has not got it, find a way to send the message, the same message to every Ambazonian and in Ambazonian territory, to all the ASA defending the homeland. This is it. We are ready to give you what it takes to defend the homeland and defend our people. We are fighting a war of self-defense. We are guerrillas. Shoot something that moves, you shoot. That is what your Commandant Willie has just told all of Ambazonia. And we have to respect this. This is a military leader speaking. And please, buddy, we don't have much to talk today. We are sending a message to La Republique du Cameroun. If you care, come to the table. If you care, you do what you are doing. At one time, we will now finish with your boys in our territory and we'll move to your territory and give you a message. This is the beginning. And anybody who violates the order that has been given in Manu, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning, that highway is out of bounds. It's out of bounds. I hope all of Ambazonia is listening. Nobody should attempt
any district arrangement. That highway.
Don't make any arrangement between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. Don't try it. You can travel in the day from after 6 a.m. to about 5:30, 5:35, 5:40. Don't try it after 6 p.m. After 6 p.m., that highway is closed. And that is the beginning. La Republic soldiers, get out of Ambazonia before it's too late. La Republic administrators, get out of Ambazonia before it's too late. And those civil servants who are still entering and coming out of La Republic offices, know that when something happens to that office building and something happens to you, you have yourself to blame. And again, we will be talking about elections. When we come to that, we will give the same message.
We'll get into that because the Orthodox Church and their involvement, mostly the Orthodox churches in the Cameroon, I think with the aid of some people like Pastor.
But let me finish. But let me land. Reverend Funky, and Archbishop Kia. No. Listen to me. Listen to me. Reverend Funky and Archbishop Kia, you have gotten the message. You are part of La République du Cameroun. Address your steps. Withdraw all what you have written about elections in Ambazonia.
We are going to get to that.
Do that.
Definitely we'll get into that. I really want to coordinate us properly. We'll get to that. And that's the peak of tonight's conversation. Barrister Besia, please talk to us.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity once more. We are now dealing with a Imojok incident. And for us to know where we are, we call it Manyu. Maybe you don't know that in 1959, 1960, there was nothing called Manyu. There was Mamfe. And in 1959, our leaders met in Mamfe and told the colonial master, we want our own independence.
Correct.
And that thing, they turned it down. So what is happening in Manyu right now? The war started in Manyu. It really started in Manyu. When Paul Biya in November 2017 said, declare the war, like any other president, he didn't just conceive that thing in the plane. No. He was supposed to have actionable intelligence on the ground. Most of the time, presidents are reading scripts. And he was misled to thinking that he could win the war. He was misled to thinking that he could start the war in Mamfe and win. It's not going to happen. Mamfe, in addition to the war starting there, has had its own share of this battle. Remember the hospital burned down. Remember the church burned down in Chang. You remember everything that Manu has gone through. The boycott. And in summary, where we fight in Gokutinja, in the BLM, in DOP, wherever it is possible, this battle, this struggle will be fought and won in Manu. In other words, in Mamfe. So congratulations to Comrade Willie. And for the rest of you have said something. There's nothing like God in war. All wars have God. All religions know God. They fight. And the only reason why you pray is that you want to win. And you cannot win a war without killing your own enemy. The bulk of our people back home are Christians. At least every Christian denomination will talk about the Bible. They will talk about Israel. Every one of them will talk about Moses. But how did Moses become important? Moses became important. He was the first warrior of the Egyptians, of the Israelites. Why? Because he killed an Egyptian. Not for even killing an Israelite. He killed an Egyptian because he saw that Egyptian tormenting an Israelite. He killed him. And so that was the beginning of the journey of the Israelites to leave Egypt and end up where they are today as an independent country. And so, even in Christianity, for those of you who know history, I don't know much about history. Christianity is a religion of fighting. There's something they call the Crusades, which are religious war. They kill people to spread that thing they call their Christianity. For those who carry the Quran, the most important book is the Islam. They carry the Quran. Islam is a religion for war. Remember the Taliban? They fight. What does that mean? They kill people to make them worship them. And so our fighters, you are doing nothing absolutely wrong. If somebody is telling you from any religious perspective, Islam, Christianity, or any other religion, not to fight, they are deceiving you, because all religions around the world are based on fighting. The Crusades were meant to spread Christianity. They fought, they died. And back to our battle. It is becoming clear, I'm sure Yaoundé knows, they are admitting it, that the declaration of the war was a bit too much. It was the greatest error they ever made in their lives. And there's no way they will win this war. The pill has become too bitter to be swallowed, and they must vomit it out. Again, kudos to you, Manu. Let me just call him Manfe, because that's the epic center of the war. And as I've said, a loss of an Ambazonian fighter, an ASA, anywhere is a loss everywhere. And so revenge anywhere is revenge everywhere. We have to fight and fight until we get back to what Manfe Conference of 1959 decided. We will get the independence, not by the choice of Yaoundé. We'll get it by our own determination. Independence is given. Independence is won. And so that's what I can say about it. I think we have a leadership in place, which is not only overseeing Manu or Manfe, as I prefer to call it. They're overseeing the whole struggle. While we are speaking right here, we're not talking to Manu. We're talking to Ambazonians. We're talking to the world. Those who follow us, you know what we're talking about. And so, Yaoundé, you dug your own grave, you will pay the price, and there's no way to fight you other than every one of you is an enemy. You don't appease an enemy. You kill and kill and kill. Thank you, Willie, for that summary of what should be done. Over to you.
That's simply amazing there. But this all boils down to one thing. If you look at the counties that have been very consistent, you profile the leadership of those counties, you understand the purpose of it. There is even a spiritual connection when it comes to loyalty, understanding institutional frameworks and respecting them. Look at Sheyimbu of Boy. Look at Commander Willie, who is the chairman of county. I tell a lot of Ambazonians, Manyu was affected greatly by the coup, but the organization of the county is impeccable. The first thing is, if you call Commander Willie at any time, this is my testimony. There was a time you had a fan was entering condemned to do anything, and I had to call him. I'm like, what are we doing now? He says, the first thing, the things he's telling you here, if he tells you the one he says on the back, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to breach some of the things that the county is working on. But I can tell you that do not make the mistake at the level of your LG or your county to make it. Now, consider that every LGA and every county is important. We appreciate the work that every person is doing. And we think that if you don't understand, you want to consult. See your county and your LGA as a cell or a tissue of a body. Anybody who has done basic science, you cannot effectively function without coordinating with the heart, with the brain, the central membrane. I don't want to use the big words, but this is the fact. It is in coordination together. A cell, even if you're doing the cloning, if you remove it, it cannot really produce me. It cannot be me. You can never be the central government. And your role, if you play it effectively, the entire will be healthy. We are proud of Manu. We're proud of Bui, and we're proud of what we're seeing in other counties that are recovering from the attack of distraction from within and from without. That is very important. Right now, if you look on our screens, you see the payment platforms of the. I'm going to put what of Manyu. If you want to contribute directly to Manyu County, you can do it. I'm going to put it. Commander William Masera gave me that information. I'll put it at the comment sections right now. If you want to contribute, you can do that. But if you anywhere you contribute, just send it to Masera. She will coordinate with the treasury and have that money to go either to the emergency and support for FM Sagon or to the support to appreciate. You heard the fighters themselves telling you they need you now more than ever before. If you will know the cost of a person's life, if you can value the cost of a person's life, whatever amount of money you're going to be giving now is not going to be sufficient for their lives. If the president says, even if you have to take a loan, you have to say something. Whatever you have to do, the draft has already started. We start now. If you have drafted and you want to support, you have to do that contribution today. It begins today, and it begins today. We have to stay consistent in the diaspora so that the boys on the ground will stay consistent. And we're taking a very short break with an inspiring message coming there from Knockout. Right after that, we'll get into the elections, and we'll tell you what you must do as Ambazonians to stop the foolishness on the ground. But as you are listening to this, go, all the payment platforms are effective. If you find it comfortable, you have already a donor of ABC, you want to donate via ABC, you're not donating necessarily for ABC, donate and let us know that is for the National Treasury. We have not, we will coordinate it, Dr. Tata will coordinate it, and you will receive, and your money will be paid in. Please make sure you donate today. For those who are still thinking that they want to participate in the federal government draft that is coming up, or the previous draft, this is the only platform that is guaranteeing Ambazonians that they have the grace. President Sako naturally has the grace to raise the money. All the leaders or those purported leaders, one base in the diaspora cannot raise money. And that's why they are creating problems for us, transforming the volunteering to fight on our behalf to become thieves. This government is saying that we are not going to oppress the people on the ground to fund the war, because seeing the bullets alone is enough pressure. We are disinclined to any thievery on the ground, to any form of abduction for ransom taking, because the diaspora will fund the war. The diaspora will unapologetically fund the war. I'll see you in a few seconds. Keep donating and keep donating and donating right now. If you agree with us, if you agree with Manyu fighters, that one Ambazonian life is equal to 7 La République du Cameroun, the time for you to donate is now.
Fellow citizens of Southern Cameroon's Federal Republic of Ambazonia, ladies and gentlemen, the message by the Ambazonia State Armed Forces in Manyu County to La République of Cameroon, France, and the world at large today is clear, unequivocal, and precise. Should La République of Cameroon not stop this genocide being unleashed on the innocent Amazonian people and retreat to our 1st January 1960 boundary, then we, the Ambazonia State Armed Forces, will turn Ambazonia into a North Korea and our President Dr. Samuel Sako Ekomi into a Pyongyang or a Kim Jong-un. Because in no distant future from now, we will erase La République of Cameroon in toto with a weapon of mass destruction. Dictator Paul Biya of French Cameroon should either stop the genocide now or meet a worst-case scenario from the Amazonian State Army. Ladies and gentlemen, this has come on the heels of an unprecedented surgical operation in Eyumojok LGA of Manyu County that sent at least 6 La Republic of Cameroon terrorist soldiers, including the commander or commandant, into the land of no return. The operation was the shrewdest in planning and the most professional in execution, as the finest squad of the Amazonian State Army in Manyu County, having been tipped by intelligence sources within La Republic of Cameroon Army of the genocidal mission of their forces on the Mamfe-Bojongo Road, took up ambush positions in the spirit of Surah 9 verse 5 of the Holy Quran, and result all the 6 La Republic of Cameroon terrorist soldiers, including the notorious Sebe or Commandant de Brigade, was sent to the well of the ancestors in a flash before they could accomplish their murderous mission. And in this dramatic display of force and supremacy by the Amazonian State Armed Forces, the La Republic of Cameroon terrorist soldiers became so overwhelmed, ladies and gentlemen. They became so overwhelmed by the Amazonian war tacticians that a counter-offensive became unimaginable, unthinkable, and unaffordable. Ladies and gentlemen, we wish to remind the Republic of Cameroon and France that we are a country and not a colony, and that we, the never again generation of Ambazonians, will confront this evil of a brutal genocide and 21st century colonization throughout the national territory of Ambazonia with the best of Ambazonia. We will not pass it on to the next generation, but we will fight and defeat the warmongers of Yaoundé who exported mass murder into our country. More than ever before, we will confront the French Cameroon genocide with resolve, courage, grounded confidence, and optimism, and we will prevail. Victory is sure. This is General Hannock for ABC Television.
The number one most important thing for every Ambazonian to do right now is the draft. We stand at the threshold of an existential struggle, a pivotal juncture in our proud history that brooks no failure, tolerates no hesitation. So we will draft incessantly, individually, within the warm, vibrant tapestries of our communities. We will draft. We must draft. Draft, for in this paramount task, our draft, lies the power to liberate Ambazonia. The number one most important thing for every Ambazonian to do right now is the draft. We stand at the threshold of an existential struggle, a pivotal juncture in our proud history that brooks no failure, tolerates no hesitation. So we will draft incessantly, individually, within the warm, vibrant tapestries of our communities. We will draft. We must draft. Draft, for in this paramount task, our draft, lies the power to liberate Ambazonia.
That was amazing there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome back. Unfortunately, as you can see, we have on the platform Commander Fambat, who is also a clinical commander on the ground and who has been enabling some great things happening around FACO. We're going to get into that very shortly, and it's important that we get into that discussion as the government is planning to use this month end, the last weekend of this month. Full details of the promotion or the publicity will be out by Monday, but the government is using this month end to visit Atlantic and mobilize some resources moving forward. Right now, we are going into the criminal or the falsehood that Cameroon is prosecuting on the ground that has to do with elections. It's unfortunate that Cameroon is insisting, and it's even more unfortunate that the church, mostly the Orthodox Church, is condoning, working together with the colonial administration to get our nation enslaved by actively participating to sponsor colonial elections in Ambazonia. That is how fortunate the situation really sounds. But before we get there, I want you all to, as you welcome Commander Combat, to just give a brief word of encouragement for everybody to donate. Before we get into the elections, please, you have 90 seconds each. I'll take it with you, Commander Willie, Barrister Fru, Barrister Mbesia, and then we'll conclude with you, Commander Fombat, on the need for this fundraiser, for everyone to participate in this fundraiser. Let me start with you, Commander Willie, please.
Yes, thank you, everybody. When it comes to fundraising, we do not have to tell people what to do. They know. You have to pay for your freedom. You have to pay for your freedom. If not, the enemy will steal it. And again, you mentioned something about the church or whatever it is. Let me jump on that a little bit. You see, when Larapik entered our land in Ambazonia, they came with their church. You see, Ambazonia does not have a church. The Catholic, the Protestant, and all those people, Dr. Samuel Sako never signed a contract giving a church any permission for them to come operate in Ambazonia. So if you look at it, they are operating illegally. So the colonial people came with their church is operating illegally, but that's where we fail to see. So when they operate illegally, they're going to do what they operate to with respect to the master, because a church is a wing of the military. Even in America, the church pray for the military before they go fight a war. The church have a catechist. The church have pastors and other people to condole with the military people. So in Ambazonia, Catholic Church, Protestant Church, and all the churches, they came with the Republic to enter our land. They don't have no permit from Ambazonia government. They don't have no authority to operate in Ambazonia. So last time I made a statement that these churches, they should go to Boya and Yaoundé. We are still monitoring the situation, but it has come to the level where the president himself cannot breathe because of this nonsense the church is making. As a commander on the ground, I have the right to relocate the church members when the time comes to a safer location so that they should not die. When the time comes, we cannot be in protection anymore. That order will be given. If it's a 5-hour order, said effective this day to Tuesday, they should leave and relocate to Boya or to Bamenda. They will go. I have the right to move people to a safer location so they don't die. As a commander on the ground, I have the right. Where I work, I'm a fire warden. When there's fire in our building, I have the right to move people from one building to the next to keep them safe. As a human being, my aim and everything is to keep people safe. So when the time comes, we have the right to move the churches, the bishop, the pope, and everything, and give them a 5-hour or 10-hour order for them to relocate to a safer zone. He who does not go will light up the Akaba, like Obasanjo. As simple as that. We should not be beaten by the bush that the church is this, the church is this. They're hiding election boxes in the church. They're hiding things in the church. So when we are going to burn places, we're not going to burn the churches. We are burning by the devil. You burn the pastor, it means you burn the devil. If you go carry election things you are keeping, you cannot be praying that Lord bless you. The same time you are holding me with handcuff. You are putting a gun in my neck. The churches is the military wing of Cameroon government. They have helped to take our men and women to this general center. They have collected our weapons. People have gone to churches churches have cornered them behind to give weapons. They have taken weapons. So how can a priest be holding the Bible and a gun? So when the time comes, we should not be condoning with churches. We're not going to worry about the churches. But we're going to do what? We're going to relocate them. If we not relocate them, we'll change their days of services. We'll close Sunday, put Sunday, ghost town day. We'll make them operate within Monday through Friday. They don't have no permit to operate. As a church, you must have a permit to operate. They don't have it. We're going to make an enlargement and send to the Pope. When we wipe everybody, we'll make an enlargement and send to the Pope that this is where your people have been relocated. President Samuel Sako have the right to give an authority now. Say churches relocate within 5 minutes, and that authority I give it in the ground. You don't move, we shoot you. Simple as that. People have shot bishops that did not go towards their side. They have shot even American churchmen, American pastors. We are looking at it like we are laughing. A pastor cannot be killing you and at the same time again looking at it. When they say go cast the devil is now. Those are the devils who are going against our wish to keep us as hostage. Those are the devil. You say, oh, I cast in the name of. Have you seen the devil before? The devil are wearing those Bibi Akaba. They are coming, they preach to two priests. In Europe during the World War II, the priests were hiding guns inside the Akaba. And when they ordained a bishop in Manfe, some of those pastors and priests, they were military people dressed in Akaba. I told our men, they have guns in them, they have pistols in them. If people don't see, when the time comes, President Aku passed the order that churches to relocate, we relocate them. We're not killing them. We take them from Manfe all to Boya. They go stay there. They can be praying in Boya there. They will be safer. That way we cannot fight the war well. They are interrupting and disturbing operations. They are spies for the Republic. You want to go in the spy, I've given order in Manfe. No pastor will be in the bush. They have already left the bushes. They used to go there, go to Akwaya to go give clothes during wartime. When they come, they say, Amba comes in this area. Every Friday, they give it to the military. That's why the military go and ambush people. We should not be talking about church. Over to you people. I'm not a priest. I'm not a fighter.
No, the truth is, it's quite vexing. Now, if you understand it from a carnal mindset, you might want to be offended with Commander Willie, but it is betrayal. What are these clergies, Nkia and Funky, telling us? Before we want to get to that, please, Commander Willie, we want to encourage Ambazonians to donate. We're coming back to the elections. We have a full report on that. I think Onye and Star are available with that report. But I want us to talk about money right now. It is important. We are getting to that. Everybody watching us, anywhere in the world you're watching us, payment platforms, you can find them there. The payment details of the National Treasury, they're all effective. Whatever payment platform, if you want to give it via ABC, do not hesitate. Just indicate object. Pay now. You have to pay for your freedom. Let me take it with you, Barrister Fro, please. Let's talk about money. We're coming to the elections. I know all of us are eager to that. We're eager with that. Let's talk about the need for Ambazonians to fund this war today. Fund the war now. Go ahead, please.
Ambazonians are determined to fund the war. If you see what is happening after the death of famous Sagon, you see what people are donating to take care of him and his family. We don't know where the body is, but Ambazonians are contributing on that platform. Ambazonians are also contributing for Manyu. Manyu should be rest assured that way and beyond the small contribution that you see on the platforms, the draft for the federal government will take care of all the fight. In fact, the diaspora is financing the war. We are not asking for liberation tax from people in the home front. We don't want any Ambazonian state army or any member of the state army to catch somebody and collect money. Taking is illegal in Ambazonia, and anybody who does it, like Commander Willie says, will shoot you. Please, all of us in the diaspora, we have a duty to draft. We have a duty to contribute, like the two events that have just taken place. The killing of our military leader in Ngokutunya and the marvelous work that the Ambazonian State Army in Manyu is doing. We have to come out. Even if it's just, I don't know, from anywhere, from any amount of money that you have in your pocket, remove it and give it to these two platforms that are managed by Masera. Please, we need to take care of our own. Something is happening on the ground. We need to encourage it. We need to make sure that the boys have food to eat. We need to make sure that the boys have quinine to take when they are sick. So please, as we are talking now, whatever you have for Manyu or for Sagon, put it on. Send it to the National Treasury. Masera will take care of where to send it. Thank you very much.
That's an amazing day. Barrister Mbesia, welcome to you. I know you are just coming in and there's a lot for you to say. Barrister Mbesia, please talk to us.
Earlier this week, on the death of Saigon, I was on this platform and made this statement. I said the death of Saigon should encourage, not discourage us. And from what I see, people are putting their hands into their pockets, notwithstanding that they are drafted or not, and pulling out the might that they may have remaining in their pockets to support the family of Saigon, to support what went on in Manfi. It is very, very encouraging. Those who drafted, who have completed it, they are not asking the president to do it. It is so encouraging. And so we must do that. The death of one of us should not discourage us, it should rather encourage us. And I said on that segment that how do you get encouraged? How do you react in encouragement? You pull out that, these were my words, you get the widow's mite. In other words, you've drafted, you still have a widow's mite in your pocket. Pull it out. It will do something because it is a drop by drop that fills the ocean. So go out, do everything within your power, in addition to your draft, to support these emerging counties. Yes, the past 1 year or more, we have been discouraged. We had all these hurdles. That is normal. There's no road without potholes. Not in Africa. We've had potholes. But the potholes do not prevent you from getting to your destination. We fill the potholes, we cross the potholes. If the bridge is broken, we'll build the bridge and cross until we get to the final destination. So all of us here and beyond, pull the widow's mite, at least in this particular segment, for the purpose of helping Saigon, for the purpose of helping Manyu. That will replenish their effort. That will encourage them to do more than what they have done. That will encourage other fighters to say, well, yesterday was Saigon. If tomorrow it is me, my family is not going to languish in pain. My children will at least have money to eat some bread. They'll be able to buy pen and pencil and go to school. And that is what I died for. Over to you.
Very much. Commander Fombat, you are coming to start talking but about money. I know you came for more, but we are actually getting to that. And you're the last person. There's need for this fundraiser, and you have donated. Commander Fonda, and almost everyone here has given for all of these fundraisers, which is important. You are someone who understands the importance of making sure that when these boys cry, something is there for them to eat. You need to listen when the president is talking. And I wonder if he even sleeps, because every day they keep calling and they keep calling and they keep calling. At the end of the day, I'm going to play an audio of the president. I'm sure some of you would have heard it. And you listen to him calling these boys, my son, my son. That tells you a leader, level of his connectivity with them. He's not just calling them fighters like someone to own them. He sees them like children. He doesn't go to bed. And a father or a parent doesn't sleep when the child has not eaten. I'm talking about a good parent, because we have terrible parents now. And this is just to enforce one thing. Every fighter on the ground who is fighting to destroy La République de Cameroun, to kill them, to eradicate them, I don't know if I can use all the words of Commander Willie, belongs to President Sako. It is our duty to coordinate and to fund them. Commander Fomba, please talk to us. And you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. First of all, I apologize to our people for the late coming. I was out as usual. This is the draft season. A lot is happening at home front, and our own AKs that we have are in our pockets. We need to do everything possible at our reach to make sure that we meet the expectations of the fighting force on the ground. I was out today as usual, struggling to do some hustles, raise some money. I have drafted and paid in full, supporting other. I've supported FM Sagon's passing away, have supported. There are a lot of other projects that demand us to support. Ambazonia, this is our season. This is time for us to show our commitment, our dedication. This is all we can do. It is not just sitting on social media platform and talk and type and write and make audios. Sometimes we have to do the needful, and this is our time. So if you are listening to the sound of my voice and you have Ambazonia at heart, and you know and you believe that this is all and this is what I live for as of now, my brother, my sisters, my parents, we need to do what we have to do. We need to donate, contribute, and feel the pain. Because if you are giving and you are not feeling the pain, if you are not sacrificing till you feel the pain, then you are not giving. Then you don't value the lives of these boys on the ground. You don't value the lives of these our parents on the ground, because some of them are even older than some of us. That is a fact. Some of them are far, far way younger than some of us. That is a fact. But we need to value their sacrifices. We need to encourage them. We need to get involved. We need them to see that we are also determined like they are determined. So that is all I will say for now. Again, sorry for coming late. Thank you very much.
That's okay. Thank you very much. And we've arrived where we want to go. We have the ladies of Undaunted prepared a report. They actually prepared a report that involves two things. It's not just a report about the elections. It also has to do with the lockdown. Very important. After this report, get into the last phase of the discussion, and you will hear from the commanders here what should be done with those who call themselves men of God, but are actually men of evil. Stay tuned.
As La Republic de Cameroun Charade called 2025 presidential elections are on the corner, we can see all the political tricks and intrigues at full display. Proxies and enablers have all been handed specifics during all in an attempt to manipulate the elections well ahead of time. Unfortunately, though not surprising, the church, mostly the Orthodox churches in the Cameroons, are actively involved with their schemes, which is election engineering. Reports indicate that President Paul Biya is strategically planning to extend his hegemony by influencing the upcoming elections in Ambazonia. His agents and loyalists from the Cameroon's People's Democratic Movement, the CPDM, are reportedly engaged in early and aggressive efforts not only to manipulate the populace but also to intimidate them, paving the way for fraudulent elections, one in which the outcome seems to be predetermined. The government of La Republic de Cameroun continues to oppressively subject the people of Southern Cameroon to considerable hardship, and an election that is considered an undermining of Southern Cameroon's sovereignty. This colonial administration shows a stark disregard for the welfare of ordinary citizens. The La Republic de Cameroun government has grossly neglected its duty to improve the living standards of the people, essential services and infrastructure such as road construction, the provision of clean drinking water, and the furnishing of medical centers with necessary equipment for quality care remain woefully inadequate or non-existent. This neglect highlights the administration's failure to meet the most basic requirements for a dignified life in Southern Cameroon, showcasing the extent to which it is willing to compromise the well-being of the population to maintain its grip on power.
Well, the government of the Republic of Cameroon, that is La République, under President Paul Biya's regime, represents an entity with which no consensus individual would willingly associate. It is imperative for Amazonians to abstain from forming any form of partnership with the La Republic colonial government, which is unequivocally a detrimental influence in the realm of governance. This further underscores the necessity for the people of Amazonia to consolidate their efforts and eradicate the colonial government's presence from Amazonia's territory. Achieving complete independence is critical for Amazonia to escape the quagmire of underdevelopment perpetuated by La Republique. Acknowledging their dwindling support amongst the populace, La Republique colonial administrators have embarked on superficial infrastructural projects, notably in road construction. As the elections approach, this strategy is aimed at garnering votes through visible, albeit temporary, improvement. For years, the La Republique colonial government neglected essential infrastructure maintenance, only to hastily initiate construction projects when elections loom on the horizon. The timing of these projects raises the question, if not for the purpose of influencing the upcoming elections, why now? This manipulative tactics is a clear indication of the regime's desperation to cling to power by any means necessary, further highlighting the urgent need for Amazonian independence and the establishment of governance that truly reflects the will and needs of its people. Why now, if not for election purposes?
The colonial La Republique du Cameroun government has never truly won an election. The so-called representatives allegedly elected by the people have never received genuine endorsement from the populace. Their absence to the corridors of power has been facilitated only through complicity with terrorist forces. This explains why these loyalists of Biya's regime have consistently excluded the common man from their agenda. As we approach various elections, opportunistic politicians are beginning to emerge. One must ask, where have they been since they assumed office? What have they achieved in the 4 years since they took power? The octogenarian president of the Senate, who has spent months abroad due to age and health issues, has returned to the country ahead of the Senate elections, seeking another term. This is a man who can barely walk. It is indeed a disgrace. Furthermore, the church has unfortunately not played a constructive role in these matters. Amidst all these inconsistencies, it would be expected that priests and pastors, presumed to be men of God and expected to lead by example, would raise the necessary questions and offer guidance to the people. Yet, their silence speaks volume.
Well, in his press release on Sunday, May 5th, 2024, the moderator of the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon's PCC, the Right Reverend Dr. Foki Samuel, adopted an assertive stance reminiscent of a member of the CPDM Central Committee, Dr. Foki, issued a call to all pastors, all congregations, and fellow Presbyterians, urging them to register to vote as a Christian's responsibility. Well, this rhetoric mirrors that of Bishop Nkia, positioning both religious figures in a controversial light, particularly in the eyes of Amazonians who feel betrayed by the perceived fraternization with the ruling regime La Republique. This call for political engagement by religious leaders, particularly by figures such as Reverend Dr. Fonki and Bishop Nkia, has sparked intense debate. The core of the controversy lies in the perceived alignment of these clerics with the CPDM Central Committee's interests, which many argue could unfairly influence the electoral outcomes. The involvement of religious figures in politics, especially in a context that is marked by President Paul Biya's long-standing authoritarian rule, raises significant concerns about the ethical implications and the integrity of religious leadership. This development underscores the complex interplay between religious authority and political power, challenging the conventionally accepted boundaries that separate these spheres. While the direct involvement of religious leaders in political processes encouraged congregations to participate in voting while seemingly innocent, becomes contentious when viewed against Cameroon's tense political landscape. It reflects a broader issue of how religious figures navigate their role in societies facing political oppression, and whether their actions serve to legitimize the status quo or genuinely aim to foster democratic participation and responsibility amongst their followers.
Oh well, as we are aware, Christians congregate tragically lose their lives on a regular basis while attending church. Instances where church members are forcibly removed from their places of worship and subsequently shot at close range are distressingly common, yet the often silent response from leading ecclesiastical authorities fails to appropriately condemn these heinous acts. In a separate matter, adhering to directives from the government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, the Ambazonian government, through Commander Kenneth, has announced a 4-day lockdown occurring in May. This mandated pause will commence on Friday, the 17th, and conclude on Monday, the 20th of May. During this period, all vehicular traffic encompassing both private and public modes of transport is strictly advised to comply with this directive.
And that is a crucial topic we cannot conclude without discussing. We trust that this image we have seen today with the Amazonian State Army showing their ability not only to neutralize the enemy but also enforce orders will serve as a caution to all those who disregard the Amazonian government's directive on the home front. Well, with the upcoming national lockdown in anticipation of the fraudulent 20th of May celebrations, it is vital to stress the importance for Amazonians and residents across the national territory to remain alert and prepared to stay indoors well in advance. Well, contrary to the misinformation that may have been circulated by the misguided and controversial activist Chris Manu, the actual lockdown period is set from May 17th to May 20th. And this decision explains by the Amazonian government is a strategic action aimed to safeguard Amazonians and other residents within Amazonia from the malevolent schemes of the occupational forces of La République du Cameroun. These forces seek to compel participation from Amazonians who have rightfully boycotted what they refer to as the National Unity Day, tainted by deceit and fabrications. Before delving into an analysis of why this day must be collectively boycotted, let us consider a message from Commander Kenneth of the ANSC regarding this matter.
Fellow Amazonians, the federal government, your federal government, they come up today for can inform all Ambazonian citizens, both home and abroad. Say the entire territory of Ambazonia, make I repeat, the entire territory of Ambazonia go observe a 4-day lockdown in this month of May, starting from Friday, the 17th of May, till Monday, the 20th of May, where means say all any other activity for national territory will recommence on Tuesday, the 21st of May, 2024. Make I repeat here again. The federal government, your federal government, where the ANSC be a part of, the call for a 4-day national lockdown across the entire territory of Ambazonia, beginning Friday, the 17th of May, till Monday, the 20th of May, 2024, where means say within that period, we no one observe any movement. Make no commercial activity no take place whatsoever. All bank schemes, all taxis, all private cars, make we grind all of them. We don't want any movement out there for the entire territory of Ambazonia. Activities them feel only recommence on Tuesday the 21st of May 2024. So we call on each and every citizen for the entire territory. Make you make sure, listen to this and make sure say, make you not go out there because you may end up in harm's way. Now remember very well, before the 11th of February, we will give warning here. Say make each and everybody stay indoors. And we will even follow up again later on. For can't talk so don't get intel. Say La Republic, the plan harm on with civilians. Say make each and every Amazonian make it not go out there. People, well, some people they will listen, some people they don't listen for certain quarters. And we will see which way Ngala Jirat be connive with the enemy can do for people from Kambe. This time around, this is sent this warning. Please make each and every Amazonian citizen for home territory make it stay indoors. From Friday, the 17th of May till Monday, the 20th of May, where means say Monday, when our usual country Sunday, it fall for still one of the days when they want to celebrate our territory. Well, we don't ban all such days. Commercial activities and other activities they will only take place as from Tuesday the 21st. Make no Ambazonian citizen no go out there for go find himself, his or herself in harm's way. So make each and everyone, please each and everyone stay indoors between the 17th and the 20th. Only from the 21st will not be allowed to go outside. The NSC, the call on the ASA, the Amazonian State Army, say make we safeguard the federal territory, take care of the civilians equally as we tell the civilians make they take care of the Ambazonian State Army, with the salute with bravery, and with the tell when I say, when I go out there, anything from La Republic to Cameroon, when I take them out, anything when I take them out, they don't be allowed on the federal territory, especially the terrorists where they come from there. This one, now the spokesman for the ANSC, signing out today, the 7th of May 2024. Short live the revolution, long live the Federal Republic of Ambazonia.
Yeah, I know we would like to counter the mis or disinformation that's sent out by what the smart calls the misguided activist Chris Arnold. But let's talk a little more about this election. And I begin with you. You've seen we've gone into the ground, and we want to refresh into the minds of Ambazonians and the world at large what Cameroon is doing ahead of elections, so that they get from our own point of view what is the gimmick, and they will not be say they were not informed when we will take necessary actions. Commander Willie, please talk to us.
Yes, sir. Sheikh Nodi. The mistake where I'll talk opinion. The mistake where we already make them for Ambazonia, would make a very big mistake. For what I need to tell somebody thing for do. For what I need to tell somebody say no come for here. For what I need to tell somebody say no go vote or go vote. You need to tell nobody. Anybody don't go for go vote for do election. You can't election box. We just born with the election box. That's as simple as that. We don't say for your house. You come for your house. Born the house with you inside. Maybe we don't make let's say we know nothing for do. We know they beg people. No vote. Go vote. Would they reject? We know they reject. You can't election box. You not be part of us anymore. You don't come for can't nail we. Now, coffin revolution, you don't forget. Manchu BBC bring up coffin revolution. Start with the box, coffin. Election boxes are what? They are coffin. Just take the person cover election thing, put him inside, nail it, burn it, and throw it. Why are we wasting time? The election, the come, election, no, the come. What else again? President said no election. Now, for grant, now for doing it, burn any election. Because those are the people holding us back. What language should I speak again? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Kill any election. You kill election. No election. Election is not the people. Elections are Republic agent. The Republic people, those are francophones coming to do election in our territory. They are trespassing. They are trespassing. That is the whole idea. Mexico cannot come to America and do election. Mexico cannot go to America and do election. France cannot go to Germany and do election. We don't understand. I don't know what to tell. Over, you shoot anything a camp election. Over to you. Would the waste time? Would the waste time? Shoot one, shoot two. Hang them, hang of a stick. The rest of them will come. What would waste time? What would waste time?
Commander Fombat, please. I think you people should
speak. You, Commander Fombat.
And then we'll listen to the Commander-in-Chief. Commander Fombat, please.
Yeah, just like Commander Willie don't just talk for you, you know. He don't really explain at all. We're not getting nothing for do election. We're not have to be for home front for put any mechanism. We're not getting no political parties where people already move around with election. You see, all these churches, the way they do, can make birth certificate. If you read Bible, fine. Maybe I be reading my Bible, fine. Or I'm mistake read that I see play where Jesus enter inside a church. He whip people there, they sell and sell. They didn't even make sense. They sell like goods for inside a church. He whip them all. Chakara in the throw aside. You call this one church? These are political centers. This one are La Republic offices, not be church. This one not be church. Now La Republic na campaign offices and that. Now put there these are like Catholic Church and most of these Presbyterian churches. Make a talk about me the world here. Say all of these people, these churches, these houses, these are not houses of God. These one are political centers. Now put there na La Republic agents, the so-called pastors and priests and fathers from include even the one of Ambazonia. Those are La Republic agents. Now, people in that way, they don't convince our fighters from Bush, they can hand over. They don't use like, we don't give them money, they don't convince, buy people, then bribe someone, then move them, take them, go to DDR center, get the same churches, Catholic Church, especially this denomination, this Satan head Catholic Church. We're not going to get church. We see church, and see how this boy that they go shoot on with they make videos say, oh, church, they make a birth certificate. Make birth certificate. Which is time at which day? Those are political centers. Treat them how it be calm. All that put away they say they make passport. Those are agents of La Republique. Those are agents of La Republic. If we never get this notion inside our head, we know we'll continue, because once you never set an example, the other know the learn. You see what La Republic do? When La Republic come inside community, fighter just run past the backside, they burn the whole quarter. They burn the whole quarter. So we therefore they say international community go up. Which international? Something like the United Nations. United Nations, they don't do it for who side. We should not away United Nations. La Republic, they commit all kind of atrocities. They miss our place, burn our people, burn our life, kill someone, our old people. Like United Nations, no security. International community don't talk security. We there here would say international go come and say, oh, these are our people. If you get a mommy for her, you say, mommy, no move your shoe, keep up for day. No leave the door open. Leave the door open. Don't say that mommy get a plan against you. Or you get your bikini strong head for how there's no do this, it do. Joe no say if you no stand fine as a father, that bikini no go. Maybe your head go. This boy, the way they work at romance with this La Republic people they for ground. Now the same these people that they sell their hideout and that they die some kind of miserable die them. So if we now wake up with the see romance with the issue of election campaign. You see some people read down, some man even wear green, red, yellow for inside Ambazonia, green, red t-shirt, green, red, yellow. Come with this green, red, yellow t-shirt. You wear an only t-shirt part inside, you are an enemy. Master, there's a lot of things man fit talk for you. Until we'll talk for you, we'll not ever finish.
Well, before I get to these lawyers who will speak very briefly, perhaps in legal terms, let us hear what the president has to say on this matter.
Fellow Ambazonians, fellow Southern Cameroonians, and especially our Ambazonia State Army, Ambazonia State Armed Forces. This message now for all week. I want to make you no forget anything what they talk for this message for you. Make you no forget one line for what we are talking. Because we get the following thing the way if any man do one for inside Ambazonia from today is a crime. That one a total punishment where that person must get. Matter of fact, the community will decide whether na capital punishment or na which kind of punishment. Bet na crime. That means if you do any of these things then from this day forward, you are a criminal according to the law of Ambazonia and they will deal with you appropriately. That means according to number one, for be a member of any political party inside Ambazonia, unless political party where na the government of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, na give them authorization to operate. And to the best of my knowledge, we never accredit, we never authorize, we never give legal paperwork for any political party for operate inside Ambazonia. So for you for belong to a political party where it be authorized by the colonial genocidal government is a crime in Ambazonia. Whether not they call it a CPP, whether they call it a LDP, whether they call it a CPDM or a SDF, for you for belong because na colonial party than that, because they be authorized by the colonial government. For you for belong to any political party authorized by the colonial government, you commit a crime of treason. Number two, to support a political party inside Ambazonia is also a crime. The crime of association. That means that you don't associate yourself with criminals, therefore you are a criminal. Number three, all election matters inside Ambazonia na capital crime for Ambazonia. Na crime. Na number one bad for inside Ambazonia where it be na treason, because that means for register for vote for Ambazonia, anybody where they carry a card where they call and say voters card or register for vote, that person na criminal, in name na criminal for inside Ambazonia, you are a criminal. If they search you, they see any voters card, let me say you are a criminal. Criminal number one, committing the crime where they call and say treason for inside Ambazonia. Let me say number four, to organize a political campaign. Someone call you say, me would you organize? Me will carry this thing, we want go make buy higher tent for here and so on. One go make political campaign because the one can make campaign. It's a crime in Ambazonia. And to attend the political rally inside house or outside, you will dress for go attend. You are a criminal. Why they pay you now 1,000 francs, 500 for campaign for attend? Whether it be wear uniform or not be wear uniform, or for you for go attend any political campaign, you be a criminal by association. And also for you for register, say you want stand election, maybe you want be candidate. The moment you give your name for inside to the colonial government of La Republique, say you want be a candidate for a political party where you go run for that election where organized by La Republique, you are a criminal. If your name just day for that list, you are a criminal. You commit the crime of treason inside Ambazonia. You where you dey share political poster, they want check your phone, you dey share them, you dey put someone them for your motor, you dey gum someone them for road, you dey throw someone them for road. If they catch you, will catch you where you dey share political poster them or t-shirt them, just say you dey share them, you are a criminal inside Ambazonia. You be a criminal. To be part of any political convoy, they come, you say you want drive go for matters them for go, or you want drive go follow them for road for bring them. You be part of a convoy. They go, you follow them on motor. Why they give you now poop funga for your motor? They say me you carry them. Maybe you follow them as a convoy or follow them come back. Or they hire we on a motorbike. They say me on a big convoy when I go for part of the campaign. To be part of any political campaign convoy, whether not by motor basically or not by taxi them or a motor them, is a crime in Ambazonia from today. I want make we understand say we get two countries, two governments. Yes, just like you know if you carry a political campaign for La Republique, carry and go for Ghana and you drive all over the place where the Ghana government no authorize you. Now so too it dey for inside Ambazonia. La Republique they no can't bring their political affairs inside Ambazonia. No, and the one office where we don't already wipe out, you know they again for inside Ambazonia. If we catch you, you call yourself say you be part of that office, you are a criminal number one. That means say Elecam or that people the way they say that they organize election. Every Elecam official, every Elecam office, every Elecam bureau in Ambazonia is a crime office. It's a criminal office. It's a place where criminals gather to commit crime against the state. That place no need for exist again for throughout Ambazonia. And anybody will go present himself anywhere as somebody where they come for can organize election, that person is criminal number one. ASA wanna make sure say if you get way for enter, you no get way for come out. We don't ban the activities of Elecam. We don't ban the activities of their workers. We don't ban their presence inside Ambazonia. From now, this month of April 2024 to December 2025, anybody will go against this rule, this law them for inside Ambazonia, well, the Ambazonian people, they go show you who own the land. And make no talk say you be my brother, so you go break the law, you be alright. No talk say me and you be go for the same school, so you go break the law, or you be my neighbor, or be my countryman, or you did talk English like me. Therefore, you don't break the law, no bad. When it happen for you, you say no, we follow our own people them, we torment our own people them. No break the law, because punishment is bad now when you punish the innocent. But you don't hear the law today. If you go do this thing them, we don't talk say no electioneering inside Ambazonia. If you do they catch you, that one they call and say torment. They call and say punishment for crime. The word to the wise is enough. If you get a brother, you get a sister, you get a mommy, you get a papa, you get a pikin, where they be involved in any way, in any kind of politics inside Ambazonia, just tell it, say stop committing crimes against Ambazonia and stay safe, because no man will come for you if inside this matter you be innocent. Thank you.
There's something I just love about President Sako is his ability to speak and to give some clarity in the most simplistic form possible with very, very great details. As we speaking, Commander William, I'm going to forward this information to you and to Commander Fombat. You people at the defense, you work on this. I can't reveal one. Some people watching us from the home front are giving us intelligence of all of the centers that Cameroon is using to organize and engineer election. This is somebody from the home front. He has given me, I'm not going to call them online. You people will make use of them. I'm forwarding it to you right now. I can also tell you because the person is living in Bamenda. These are people living at the home front. I'm forwarding the information to you now. Thank you very much, all our esteemed viewers at the home front watching us, for participating. Give us intelligence. Cameroon is coming there trying to manipulate you to reveal our brothers. Don't do it, because they will kill them and kill you. Give us the intelligence. I've just forwarded them. I'm forwarding it to Commander Willie right now and Fombat. I also forward it to the Vice President and the President. This is very important information. Give it to us. All those, listen, the President said something. There's a jargon in law. The lawyers will talk about them now. It says ignorance of the law is not an exclusion that you did not commit a crime or something. Barrister Fru, you tell us that more. You and Barrister Mbesia, you are the lawyers here. But this is very important. all the centers that are trying to organize election, thank you very much. Thank you very much. This person says, send this to Commander Willie and to send this to Commander Willie and Commander Fong, but I've also forwarded it. I forwarded it to the Vice President and the President. Listen to me. If you are even holding, the President says that holding even an election card is not an excuse. That means you have participated to help Cameroon facilitate the elections. That is an insult to our sovereignty. If you were dreaming in the night and you found out that you were registered, because I know Cameroon has many ways of registering people, and you woke up in the morning, if you find the registration card in your pocket or sleeping, lying anywhere around your house, to save your house, hold, and to save yourself, burn it. If anybody phones you, block the person to come and participate in an election. If you're a bike rider and you were carrying somebody and you realize that the person was going to participate in a campaign of an election somewhere, drop the person. Sikaria Balogo. Don't participate directly or indirectly. Don't participate physically. Don't participate emotionally. Don't participate spiritually. Do not participate financially in the elections in Cameroon, because the president calls it capital punishment. But Barrister Mbesia the other day says it is not even capital punishment. It is sentenced by death. I don't know the difference. Now the lawyers will tell us. So please, Barrister Fru, talk to us, please.
Yes. Paddy, the whole of Ambazonia is a war zone. Yes. And the president has passed the law. He is very clear. Ignorance of the law is no excuse for committing that offense. When you commit an offense, don't be heard to say you did not know. That is all I'm going to say. Number two, I have a message for the church. I am a Presbyterian. All pastors of the Presbyterian Church in Ambazonia, do not use the pulpit as a political soapbox for passing a political message about election. If you do, you will bear the consequences yourself when the time comes. When you do it, know that people sitting in that congregation will get that information to the ASA, Ambazonia State Army. The same thing goes for priests. Any priest which uses the pulpit to pass a message for election is the same fate like I just talked about the Presbyterian pastors. The Baptist pastors, the same thing. Any pastor at all, even the Pentecostal pastors, don't use your pulpit to pass election matters, political matters in the southern Cameroon and Ambazonia. A word to a wise is sufficient. Mr. Pobia, organize your election in La République du Cameroun. The southern Cameroon and Ambazonia is a different country, it's a different territory. You have no duty to come and organize elections on the territory of the southern Cameroon. Our president and head of state has spoken, and we are ready. The ASA is ready to execute the instructions of their commander-in-chief 100%. This is a do or die situation. And for Reverend Funky and Archbishop Kia, my only advice to you is to withdraw those your publications that you have issued. You cannot be using the Bible, using the gospel to preach politics, to preach
not only
election,
preach the wrong side of politics. This
preach the wrong side of politics. We are at war.
Cannot tell us
Yes.
that they are ignorant of the illegality of Cameroon in Ambazonia. They cannot tell us that they are ignorant of the sovereignty of Southern Cameroon. They cannot tell us that they don't know that the Southern Cameroon is under occupation. They can't tell us that.
They can't tell us that. And Funky, I read all of Funky's own letter, and he cited the scripture. My dear man, you are not a man of God, because you are blaspheming. You take the church, you take the Bible, you take what has been put into your hands as you as authority, and you want to mislead our people. When the La Republic kills our people, what do you say? When they slaughtered the lady in Bali, in the Presbyterian church in Bali, and wounded the pastor, what did you say? What did you say? You said, let me quote you.
Pastors to say a lie. Even after the pastor has the military shot people in church, Funky was manipulating
manipulating. You are the Reverend. You call yourself Reverend Funky. You are the emanation of the devil itself. I don't know who made you a pastor. Because when I was growing up in the Presbyterian church, pastors were not involved in any kind of political engineering. You are preaching, you want our people to go and vote. Vote where? Funky. Well, I have passed a message to your pastors.
Those who are watching us at the home front place. Anytime you send us intelligence information like this, delete it from your phone. You can be rest assured that we will never reveal your number. I've just written to this guy now. These messages you have sent to me, I've already forwarded them to the people you requested for. Delete it from your phone. But Stambesi, I really want you to talk on it. You have spoken a lot about it during the past week, but just speak on it very briefly so that we can conclude on the lockdown. It's very important that we speak about it. And there's a special announcement I have for you at the end. We have just about 15 minutes. I've pleaded with Commander Fombat to wait for us for that 15 minutes. But Stambesi, speak to us very briefly, please.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's a difficult problem to address. I'm sure, I may be wrong, but I'm sure that this government is not against anybody going to sleep in the church or in the mosque, praying the way you want. You are at liberty to do that. Our fighters who live with the people, if they are fed by women, by mothers, those mothers include Christians, Christian mothers, Muslim mothers. So they take care of our fighters. So the problem is not there. It's not about a bad religion, a good religion. No. The problem we have, which I would like these people to listen carefully, I have a problem, I think I'm very, very right, with the leadership of the church. The leadership of the church does not appear to understand what our problem is. Our problem is not about elections. In 2016, our teachers, lawyers were not demonstrating because there were bad elections in Cameroon. That was never the issue. Yaoundé did not go to war with us because Frondi won the elections. It was not an election issue. They went to war because they did not want to hear anybody. The lawyers were just saying, let us revisit the constitution. What did they mean? To address the autonomy of Ambazonia, of the Anglophones as they call it. Just address their issue. You are trying to absorb them. They will not listen to that. Rather than do that, as we speak, the discussion of the form of state is a crime. Is it about religion? No. This started in 1916, in 2016. There were elections in 2018. Somebody won or did not win. That's not our issue. The leadership of the church is the issue. They have refused, or deliberately or ignorantly, to understand our plight. Our plight is not elections. And I can address this from the perspective of Reverend Funky and Archbishop Andrew. You see, in the Christian world of Ambazonia, the Presbyterians, which is headed by Funky, and the Catholics, which is headed by Andrew, jointly control at least 80% of the Christian world in Ambazonia. They have a following from every kitchen to the marketplace. And so when they deliver a wrong message, when they address the wrong issue, they mislead the population, deliberately or ignorantly. And again, it is interesting that Funky, the moderator, here he comes from Akwaya. Andrew, the Archbishop, comes from the BLM, and they have refused to understand the big problem. If you go to Nigeria, if we have 100,000 refugees in Nigeria, 80% of those refugees are from Akwaya. They didn't flee to Akwaya, to Nigeria because of elections.
Yeah.
And Funky may know, I hope he knows, they have always been a representative of Akwaya in parliament. It started in 1959-60. There was S. Incha, who have no quarrel with the elections. Andrew knows. There was Kemcha. There was Forestier. And many others. So our issue is not the elections. And if they don't address the elections, the issue, which is a political issue, they are misleading the people. Absolutely misleading the people.
And
What
that's an important important factor there. Conclude, please.
Please, don't cut my train of argument. How much does it cost? These men of God, they call themselves, they have a lot of influence in the community. That's why the Yaoundé people are bargaining for them. What do we need elections in Cameroon for? We have no need for it. They are not addressing our issue. Where Mr. Kamto becomes the president or whatever thing, they are not addressing the problem. Why? Kamto, even before he becomes president, goes to Canada. He refuses to receive us as a people. We are a people. Where we came in Gandura, or we came in shorts, or we came in whatever attire, we are a people. They are refusing to address the issue of Ambazonia. And I feel so sad because experience, knowledge is important. And if they can learn something, not from me, from their own church itself.
Yeah.
Reverend Andrew took over from retired Archbishop Cornelius Iswa, who is on audio, on video, telling Yaoundé this country is divisible. And adding that if there's anything called Cameroon, it is thanks to the free will of the people of Southern Cameroon, in his own words. We voted to join these people freely. So that is the issue. It doesn't cost Reverend Andrew or Funky a dime. If we're not going to elections, now why do we not go to elections in 2018? The whole world understands. They have told Yaoundé address the root causes of the problem.
Yeah.
And let the chiefs fall where they belong.
Yeah.
Our interest is not elections. And you and me sitting here, and the bulk of the people who are here, in the United States in particular, there are 50 states in the United States. Every state runs its own elections differently. They run the elections differently. No two states are similar. So we don't care how they get their president, their whatever thing they need in Yaoundé. That is their affair. So telling people to go and register and go and vote is not solving the problem. They are not addressing the issue. The issue, in summary,
it is
The
It is
issue
a
is,
political.
yeah, the issue is a political thing. It has been defined
Yeah,
by Paul Biya himself. Their
yeah,
attempt to assimilate Anglophones,
yeah.
the attempt to swallow us. So this is men of God. If you repeat this message, go and address the root causes of the problem, and not pretend that is elections.
Yeah.
What are
So
we going to do in
we
election?
have an agreement there, Barrister Mbisa. I need to. I'm sorry, I would have to do this, but the one agreement we have there is that these two leaders particularly understand the power of their following. Even though I think that the statistics you gave there is a little bit conservative because the rise of different church organizations, the Catholic and the Presbyterian churches in the Cameroons are losing popularity based on actual and current facts right now. But I would agree with you on at least 98% of everything you have said. Number one, from my analysis of what you're saying, Barrister Mbesia, they are actually intentionally creating or working with the colonial administration because Kia's speech has changed tremendously. They're working with the administration to make sure that we stay forever people in captivity. I'm coming to you, Commander Fombat. I'm starting with you as far as the lockdown is concerned. That is what we intend we have to speak about right now. We'll go to Barrister Fru, Barrister Mbesia, and Commander Willie will conclude on this lockdown and give us details on what Manu is doing on the highway leading to Nigeria. So I want to talk with you, Commander Fombat. We have this impostor, this misguided, like Star Smart says, misguided activist who calls himself Comrade Arno, had rushed out to make some claims which are based on just a person posturing and positioning himself for some media, social media relevance, but it was not based on consultation with the Ambazonian State Army on the ground. You guys are effectively working in collaboration with the federal government to make sure that the right thing is happening. What is the rationale and why must our people respect this 4 days lockdown as announced by the military wing of the government? Talk to us, Commander Fombat, in your as you conclude with your statement, please.
Yeah, thank you. I would have loved to talk more on this so-called men of God, but I don't really have time
Yeah,
now
no, no,
to
talk
talk
about it.
about.
Talk about it and link it. Please talk about it. Go ahead. You have the floor. Talk about it.
Yeah, you see, this so-called the chaos and the left, why they call it right reverend, but I call him left reverend, the pregnant man. You see, his very big tummy, blood money. You know, somebody that has never condemned La Republique openly, even in private. He has never uttered a single word of condemnation on the atrocities committed on his own people, on his own Christians of the Presbyterian Church. Not once, not twice, La Republique has attacked his Christians worshipping God in their churches. He has never condemned them. Even when La Republique killed women and pregnant women and children in Gabu, this so-called right reverend did not utter a single word of condemnation. Where and when have we ever seen or heard this man, so-called man of God, ever uttered a word of condemnation? Just say, call them out on these atrocity crimes against humanity. This man, in all his acts and all his deeds, it is clear, glaring clear, that this is an agent. Not even an agent, but he is a La Republique individual. The thing is, I don't think we have time to be lamenting on some of these things. We have simply said, going forward, there is no political party in Ambazonia We Ambazonians, we don't recognize any political party. We don't own one. Talk less of promoting any propaganda or campaign for any so-called election. We are still in a war, ongoing war, to restore our stolen statehood. And that is the case. Anybody that will be found with any ballot box, or those of you that are lobbying and taking La Republique agents and holding private meetings in your private residences, once you hold any campaign talks in your private residence and that information mistakenly filters out, you know that your home will be treated like a military base. And that is an enemy target. Sorry to say that, but this should be clear, because sometimes if we don't say these things, our people perish because they lack this understanding. This is a war situation. And those of you who were pumped and inflated and provoked and bribed by La Republique in an attempt to go out and show yourself and make yourself bulletproofs, just to please your masters, you may meet the real bullets, and those bulletproof jackets will not save you in the guise of going out for a public campaign. Be warned. Christians who go to churches to establish birth certificates because they want to obtain voters' cards, you are making yourself a target. In other case, we are talking about this so-called Chris Anu. Chris Anu used to be relevant in this struggle, and all of us can testify. But since when he decided to be Judas Iscariot, betrayed his own people, sided with La Republique to destroy the very home that he helped to build, he became a general enemy for all Ambazonians. That is why you hardly hear Chris Anu. There is nothing he knows. Personally, inwardly, Chris Anu knows that he is irrelevant. He is the most hated, even more than ADF. Because from the onset, ADF has proven that they are La Republique agents. From the onset, and the world knows. Not only Ambazonians know, but the world knows. But Chris Anu is destroying the very home that he built. And so he is even treated now more than the ADF. Because he is one of the biggest black legs we have amongst us. Chris Anu is just talking because he wants to satisfy himself that at least let me say something. He started with Marianta. Where is Marianta today? Evaporated. We don't know where she condensed. Chris Anu, where is Chris Anu today? I saw him with his cowboy cap and say, I was making a tour. Where did that tour end? Chris Anu, when you used to go on ABC and ask Ambazonian, oh, I have prison break in Boya. They will give you money. People donated online for the world to see because they trusted you. You're working for a structure that the people loved. But since you decided to betray Chris Anu, you cannot even raise $100. If you want to challenge me, go on you want to call your ABS or WhatsApp TV and make an attempt. Let us see. So we just have to forget about this so-called activists who have become irrelevant and just trying to stay alive. For the lockdown, the intention of the federal government, it is not to punish anyone. If I were a father and I had to observe this lockdown, I would sit at home, I will pray. It is our own, we all are supposed to be part and parcel of this struggle. Because at the end of the day, it is us to enjoy it. It is us, all of us, to win it. It is all of us to lose it. But I don't want to be part of the losing side. I don't want to. So if I see that any parent is pulling me towards the losing side, I will have to make sure I force them to the winning side. is either by force or by negotiation. We are at war. We have lost too many. Our comrades are languishing in jail. You know what? I saw a video and there is a comrade in prison. His leg is decaying. He's alive, but the leg is decaying from bullet wound. Our mothers and babies are dying in Nigeria. Some are dying, struggling to cross the desert, running away from a war. And all we have is observe this lockdown, sit at home. That is why before a lockdown or a ghost town, we always have to announce, the government will announce days for everyone to make provisions. Prepare your homes, prepare your family. You need to start warning. Some of us have stubborn children who don't listen to us. You need, as a father, as a mother, start warning your children. You have seen La Republique has killed even babies, baby Mata, baby Tato. What atrocities has La Republique? La Republique is looking for some of these opportunities for a lockdown to commit mayhem and then blame it on the Ambazonian State Army. The lockdown has been announced. It is up to us to stay safe, stay at home, and then pray for the army, for your army, for the Ambazonian State Army. We are not doing this in any way to punish anybody. We are doing this to mount more pressure and subdue the economy that is oppressing us. So we have a duty to work as a team. Like I said, if you don't want to work with me and I see that you are leaning towards the enemy, you will be forced to come by my side because we all must be safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Commander Ken. I'm not sure that we would have said it better than that. Before we get to Commander Lee, who is going to crown the program, let's get to Barrister Fru. Barrister Fru, please talk to us in this regard, and then we will move to Barrister Mbesia. Talk to us a little bit. You are talking to the crown aspect of this lockdown.
Dear Ambazonians, you know that 20th May is a day of mourning for us. All of us will wear black, even those of us in the diaspora will wear black on that day. And from Friday to the end of Monday, it's not too much to ask. First of all, Monday is our normal country Sunday.
Yeah.
So please, let us respect the lockdown, because 20th May is not a celebrating day in our territory. It is not a feast day in our territory. We have nothing to do with it. It is a dark day in our history. I'm calling on the ASA to enforce both the lockdown and also the directives given by the Commander-in-Chief. Thank you, Paddy.
Thank you very much, Barrister Mbesia. Talking about the darkness, the witchcraft of this day, the hypocrisy of Cameroon, whatever Cameroon is purporting, talking about that legality before we move to Commander Willie. I'd like you to just cue in there from what Barrister Fro has just said. Barrister, thank you very much for being with us tonight. It has been an amazing time. Commander Fomba, thank you for coming. Thank you very much for being a part. Yes, Barrister Mbesia, talk to us, please.
Thank you for having me. I don't have much to say. The only thing I would say, which I've said before, is that it's a May 20th is a day of mourning for reasons we already know. If there's anything an ambassador can do, he can only mourn. And the easiest way for you to mourn is to wear a black ribbon. Because this is a day we lost everything in our lives as a nation. My only message that will go out is to the people who think they can violate the lockdowns. What's the whole purpose? The whole purpose is to show that they can defy, that is defiance. They try to defy the ghost town. But the simple thing is, defiance has a price to pay. That price that you can pay in an attempt to defy can range from everything to your own life. You might be caught in crossfire. So, which would you prefer? To sleep in your bedroom, pray if you want to pray, eat if you want to eat, or to risk going outside just to have the pleasure that you defied something to please somebody who will not do anything for you in case you get sick. There's not even a hospital for you to go there and have first aid if you're caught under crossfire. Throughout the whole Amazonia, there's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there even for medical. That's why people, even in Victoria, which is supposed to have all the money in the world, when they fall sick, they are carried to Douala because there's nothing called a hospital in Victoria. The same thing in Bamenda and any other town that we have in southern Cameroon or Amazonia. So, people want to defy, you are forewarned that you are risking so much, and worse of all, you are risking your own lives. So, better for you. Even if you don't believe in Amazonia, for purpose of saving your own life, for purpose of saving your own family, stay back home. Respect this ghost town because we're serious. Our president, they don't go out to talk for the pleasure of talking. We don't come and sit here and spend hours talking just for the pleasure of talking. If you go out, defy it, and you're lucky to go home, count your God. But the chances are that you'll be caught under crossfire. Thank you. Don't attempt to defy for the pleasure of defying. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Barrister Mbesia, for coming. It was a great time having you here this evening. We've had an exceptional conversation. Commander Willie, we are at the crowning phase of it. We've processed the momentum that is growing on the ground, the betrayal coming from the priest, and now we are at the level of the Amazonia locking or shutting down for 4 days straight. We heard Commander Fombat there. Actually, it is a strategic endeavor. It is not by any means of the government to inflict pain on the people. On the contrary, it is an objective to give opportunity for the state army to provide sustainable protection at the home front and to interfere every attempt by the colonial military to undermine our sovereignty. In this delight, please talk to us.
Well, Sheikh Nodi, me I know will talk for English, I'll talk for Pidgin. The reason I say, when they catch you for ground, you go to say ABC, you talk about English, you know, be understand English. So, you go to say, oh, they be ABC, be talk for Mr. Paddy, when I be talk for English, I know be understand me, that's why man talk. So, I go talk for Pidgin. Commander Kennedy already talk, sorry, Commander Fombat, they already talk everything for you, and the other gentlemen, they don't talk everything. They don't fool some of you. Give now 1,000 francs more that they think and they defy or that they disobey or that they do everything at all. When they say lockdown, not for punish you. My colleague them for they don't talk at all. But it will be simple this time. We'll not the worry, we'll not the beg you. Whether you stay out or you go, we'll not the beg you anymore. That time for the beg, where we'll beg lockdown, we'll beg. No, you yourself, you know. You go for grandstand, you want to go, they carry a house go time. You want to go grandstand, carry a house go time. When I start SDO, when I take picture, that picture the hell we will make a large began get your family. We'll get post office department, they'll can give you flower. Why a master go for grandstand? Oh yeah, woman go for grandstand. No say 2 or 3 days or 1 week from there or anytime when I will get flower for my family. As simple as that. They can't give you flower. Damn say husband go die. Or the house where if you go for field, the house you go just flatten up. We nobody go around. And but some people when I be lucky self say the government they can't tell when I start where they go. For the normal one time, we know they care for 10 people, nothing. You have to come one time, place on that, you have to come one time, don't go. You yourself go adjust yourself. Whatever baby, whatever spoon fed the people there for ground, we spoon-fed them for ground over. When they say lockdown a day, those when they go for field, or those in an agent for the Republic, we will treat them the same as agent for the Republic. As simple as ABC. Commander Fomba don't talk at all for the simplest way possible. And if you know how to talk, Commander Fomba, thanks a lot. You don't talk at all. They don't pass an order. That order now for the agio, owner for the agio, now for order now for implementer. Government don't pass the final order, say lockdown go be. You don't give a time period for many reasons. And we will use that order for executed the way it can be executed. We don't be for the revolution for long. By this time, I will not say President Sako na President of Ambazonia. We not say that the only president that for Ambazonia way he raise money through war draft for guide and for do it for home front. Make a draw a clear distinction between President Sako and any other person we put himself as a president or leader. We not get leader. We not say we not get leader say, oh, we are leader there for you, for you. We get a president when I be commander in chief and our leader that one person. We get 13 county, 61 LGA with the county coordinator them and the ASA them for ground. For distinct this government from Ambazonia as compared to the other La Republique agent them where they don't send them, make the candy for people them. When government don't give a communique, say from 17, 18, 19, and 20 lockdown. When I get agent for the Republic where they pay them, they will have to say different days or 30 different days for confused for ground day. For confused for the ground day. Dr. Martin, spokesperson today, Commander, Mr. Paddy, he did for you for Teuna. Commander Fomba, he don't talk. Commander Kennedy, he can't talk. President Ayamba, he can't talk. Me, I talk. Other people, they talk. Maybe we'll give a president some time, make it relax for yourself, for rest the brain. It don't make everything tell you who they be waiting for do for grant. We only for the go left or right again, now for implementer now. And we ask grassroots people them for ground day. Mommy them, papa them, sister them home from me, I go tell now. Clean and clear. If we leave this revolution a loss, they will take all we put your head for ground. Caterpillar go work on top, for instance, for ground. Cameroun government will take all we head and score, put them for ground. Caterpillar go work on top. On top, Caterpillar ocean food. It work for head bounce and they go. All the fight and for ground, all we saw the fight so. They will kill our generation for small picking where they never born until the last person. We know they understand Cameroun government. No. We know they understand them. So if you go find place for go shoot for field, you go die or deal. You wear CPDM clothes, they don't all those be banned. Me, I know if you talk to go again. Mr. Paddy, but I want to bring something, make a summarize to you, don't talk for this thing. Make my here. But Jungle Highway, it remain closed from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Monday through Monday. Every day from now till June the 1st. Well, assess the situation for security purposes. Father them and bishop them for ground. We'll not get nothing against Una, but we'll get problem against Una behavior. The government for all this while for Ambazonia will never get permission for operate for ground. Number one. Number two, all the time I give communicate, we never hear government from Ambazonia can give on communicate against Una behavior. At this time, president don't talk, he talk. Me I go kick in, and the fighter of ground will kick in. If we go make fucked up again, we go relocate Una. If we go fucked up again, we go relocate Una. And if possible, that church, Sunday church not go be again. We go put them to Wednesday or any other day for the week. As a commander for ground, I get the right for relocate Una for any direction for safety. I get the right for move Una for Manfe, put them for Boya or for Kumba. So that may not die. I get right for moving for time for war. I get right for relocate people for safe zone. I don't get right for keeping out from Ambazonia. Now President Sako, he get that order for someone that come out from Ambazonia. But as a commander for ground, I get the right for moving from point A to point B for keeping us safe. So if they go ahead to talk to Nakaba again, we go bundle on Nakaba, we tie Una, we put them for one location. I talk about me, I go sponsor myself with other people there. The county is there ready. The commander they be ready. The ASA in the ground and the mobile wing they be ready. So if they go around the talk, they go left. We know they can't worry whether not Bishop care or no Bishop care. When church don't take a position, it don't stand. Say, may they keep it a slave. Just the same like say, I carry woman and get on Farame slave with her. Now, so when they do for we. When I make her remain slave, it then they say, I carry woman, I say, Bishop, sleep with this woman. Now, so now the same way when they take it for put and will be slave with the Republic. So, moving forward, effective today, as we move forward, we now talk for how we church them, talk for Pope. When I will get a calendar small time. When I will get a calendar, how I will operate Ambazonia. When I will get a calendar where it could be short, Paddy, over to you, Master. When me the time come, I go see them. They don't talk too much, go left. We come, we say, hey, church, we did, they say, no. We don't over the play with them. With the play with them. For our freedom, over to you. Master, I want to stay blessed.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chairman, for creating the time to talk to us. Your presence has inspired a lot of Ambazonians. Before we leave again, on your behalf, Masera, and the President, Vice President of Federal Republic of Ambazonia, those who are working with the fighters every day, please, we're soliciting that you fund the war now. You've heard the boys themselves in Mamfe, they have said it. If there is any time that you need to help them, you need to fund their efforts, that time is now. And I will leave you with some of these images so that you can watch them for yourself and you understand what they're actually saying. They are requesting that you fund them now. Thank you very much, Commander and Chairman of Manyu County, for coming with us. We are promising Ambazonians that there is, now that we have a state army, it's not going to be no longer a defense briefing. We'll be coming back with, we're working on it. We'll be coming with a military report that is going to be bi-weekly or twice every week. And we're working with Commander and with the ANFC to strategize to bring it back. So defense briefing is extinct. Just to notify you, by the end of this month, the military program will start off with a name that they would have agreed, but it's going to be a military update or a situation report of the war on the ground. We're working with the ABC management and defense and government to have this program enhanced in a way that it will be more sustainable than it has ever been in the nation of Ambazonia. So we are thanking everybody who has participated in this program. We thank you extremely for being a part of tonight's show. It was a privilege for us to get you. We will conclude the program by bringing you some of these images that have made the news this week in Ambazonia. Until next time, my name is Tapa the King. I'll leave the payment platforms. We're going to stream again for the next few minutes. I'll leave the payment platforms as you donate for the defense initiatives. Also fund ABC Amba Television. Refuse to listen to those who are short-sighted or probably misguided, like Chris Anu, when one of our consuls. This platform, without any fear of favor or contradiction, is the most important property that is owned by Ambazonians 100%. This is the best revolutionary TV in sub-Saharan Africa that I know of, that is speaking the truth of the Gulf of Guinea, of the historical and legal intricacies of the Gulf of Guinea and the history of Ambazonia like no other platform that we know of. And if you think that our voices have been shut down for too long, if you think that our own story has been restricted from the world for too long, it is time for you to fund the TV today. Fund it today. Become a club member, become a patron, become an elite club member. Make sure that you subscribe and you're donating to ABC Amba Television. It takes a lot of money, weekly, monthly, to have us do what we're doing, to stream globally like we intend to do. And just to elaborate on what the president said a few weeks ago, we'll be having ABC networks launched any moment from now. The objective of ABC networks is to accommodate the Pidgin TV separately from the English TV, where you have 24/7 Pidgin television. You're going to have 24/7 television and 24/7 the Portuguese television. There is a platform that is already being constructed to accommodate all of these 4 different televisions, and we will have them hosted in different parts of the world. Brazil is already properly positioned to make sure that they are hosting the Portuguese TV. We will probably be hosting TV somewhere in France, and you already know we have like Michel Bienton. We're also having some veteran journalists from Cameroon who were French Cameroon journalists that believe that the whole idea of the two Cameroons being one is a bad idea. They have seen it. I'm talking to you about big journalists that you would have watched before. They are willing to work to make sure that ABC French goes where. So for France to have promoted the French agenda in the English world, you have France 24 in English. So it is only strategically correct for us to have ABC in French. And that is a work that is almost 70% in progress. So if there is any time you will want to fund ABC, that time is now. The vision is big. I can tell you, like never before, you have the best team in place. World class. What we want to put in place is world class. We're not giving to Ambazonia anything short than what Ambazonia deserve. We are proving to the world that the people of Ambazonia also deserve a place in the world of excellence and greatness. I'll leave you with these images. Don't forget to donate for ABC. Don't forget to donate for FM Sagon. Don't forget to donate for your county. Don't forget to donate for your counties and your AGAs. Don't forget to donate for the federal government. Don't forget to donate for HSS. And just to let you know, June 20th is International Refugees Day. Please, please, if you think that it is your place to help these refugees, I talk to hundreds of them every day. They need your food. They need food from you. It's a burden on the side of the government to feed them. Start sending your contributions for the refugees now. The government is already and actively making plans to feed the refugees, not just in Ground One, but in different parts of the world. Start giving your donation. I hope to have Dr. Patient, Dr. Emmanuel Tita, Dr. Patience, Marashe. These are all people who are working towards this event. I will be having them one of these days on TV. I will talk to them to make sure that they can come and tell us what they are doing and how you people can fund that. You have Dr. Tita, assisted by Marashe Ita Tima. You have Dr. Patience, assisted by Marcel. They are working tirelessly to get some funds and to get some food for these refugees, who some of them are dying of starvation. We have reports of our refugees suffering in a way that is unspeakable. You don't want to have our people, when events like the International Refugee Day is coming, that's the only opportunity we as Ambazonians have to tell them that they have not just gone away from home, but they have people that still think and pray for them. A plate of meal on that day means a lot to them. And I'll just tell you, there's a lot for me to announce. I told you there's a lot. So we're going to be starting the refugee and displaced people's news. There is a pidgin news that is restarting. We're not just starting a Portuguese news. No, you have a completely Portuguese channel. You have a completely pidgin channel. You have a completely French channel, all with the objective to tell the world that Ambazonia is ready to lead themselves. Our forefathers proved it in 1954. Today we're just, today is a reincarnation and a better version of that same spirit of the peoples of Southern Cameroon. Have a beautiful night's sleep. My name is Tampari King. Until next time, I wish you a wonderful weekend. And we're having a special broadcast I thank God I did not forget to have told you this. We have a special broadcast scheduled for tomorrow. This is the Ambazonia woman. That is what International Mother's Day for Ambazonia really means. So this program is going to be live tomorrow. Tomorrow at I'm going to consult with Dr. Patience and the mothers to tell us exactly when this program will be live on TV. But I think it will be live by probably 5 p.m. or no. I think 7 p.m. Ambazonia time. That's prime time. 7 or 8 p.m. Ambazonia time tomorrow. We will be streaming this program live on television. It's an exceptional program. You're going to have Midrechi. You're going to have the Speaker of the House, and you're going to have the woman herself, Dr. Patience Abiodo, who will be anchoring the program. It's an exceptional educative program that has been properly and calculatively customized for you, for all Ambazonians, for all our people in Ambazonia, for our mothers in Ambazonia to feel encouraged again. That is the end of tonight's program, and it was Ambazonia this week with Parking. Until tomorrow or until next week, have a good night.
2024. Now work this, they say Manu don't call. Manu don't go harvest exactly 7:30. We collect 2 M16, 2 AK. Enough things over done. One pistol, multi pistol, jackknife, multi gun proof. Now 105. With the colleagues them, General ASA, General Mafunguti, with Captain. So na see material. Captain Bule is crashing. So na material in this. Prince Ayamba, send me money. General Lot, he picking them. Bulette, with Maleske, with Amoka. They did for inside the squad. We run from the squad. For inside Manyu. What are people run? Who remember go fight them? So na tin this for down today. We run collect exactly 7:30. The fish and people ready for the no na the squad. We run another anyhow they good. We burn them. Since I don't send you this thing. I don't send you the video. As we kill, we burn them. With the other video, we just kill them throw down. So na still a day. So if you tell me say I call Eze, call Ojolegba, Oloku did call Casey. Are they here? They walk they down. You don't see her now. I need joke na joke. You know this I do at the harvest time. At the harvest time. And about this. And about this. One. When they fake face. So all we want. Person who see this work. Person who see this work. Men no say Manyu. Come back.
Man, you don't come back on that.
Man, you don't come back. And all we they as one, we do one voice, and we walk the walk. So we need a support. Was more.
Live for Cameroun. Bombo. La aujourd'hui. Now with this. Bombo. Hey. Now with this. Single defense force. Manyu. Now with this. They go away. Single defense force. Now with this. We don't chop them. Now we. Don't say. Now with this, Manu. Now with this, Manu. Now with this, Manu. Now with this, Manu. Single special defense force, Manu. Now with this, ASA. Join nos day. Cherchez nos day. C'est day. Cherchez nos day. Comment voter? Nakam again. Follow with this. Join nos day. Cherchez nos day.
Man, you know the fight. Now with this, we don't collect them. We don't collect materials.
Now with this, John no day. Répète. a place there. Repair a place there. Et tu vas faire a place there, repair a place there.
Bon magazine.
Magazine. Là, Tony, magazine, Tony. Là, Tony. Magazine, là, il dit. Chien. Drop on a well. See them, Roscata them some kind.
Captain carry one.
How we go?
Fellow Amazonians, the federal government, your federal government, they come up today for can inform all Amazonian citizens, both home and abroad. Say the entire territory of Amazonia, make I repeat, the entire territory of Amazonia go observe a 4-day lockdown in this month of May, starting from Friday, the 17th of May till Monday, the 20th of May, where means say all any other activity for national territory will recommence on Tuesday, the 21st of May, 2024. Make I repeat here again. The federal government, your federal government, where the ANSC be a part of, the call for a 4-day national lockdown across the entire territory of Amazonia, beginning Friday, the 17th of May till Monday, the 20th of May, 2024. Where means say within that period, we no one observe any movement. Make no commercial activity no take place whatsoever. All bank schemes, all taxis, all private cars, make we grind all of them. We don't want any movement out there for the entire territory of Amazonia. Activities them fee only recommence on Tuesday, the 21st of May 2024. So we call on each and every citizen for the entire territory. Make sure listen to this and make sure say make you not go out there because you may end up in harm's way. Now remember very well, before the 11th of February, we will give warning here. Say make each and everybody stay indoors. And we'll be even follow up again later on. For can't talk so we don't get intel. Say La Republic, they plan harm on with civilians. Say make each and every Amazonian make it not go out there. People, while some people they be listen, some people they don't listen for certain quarters. And we will see which way Ngala Jerat be connive with the enemy can do for people from Kame. This time around, this is sent this warning. Please make each and every Amazonian citizen for home territory make it stay indoors. From Friday, the 17th of May till Monday, the 20th of May, where means say Monday, when our usual country Sunday, it fall for still one of the days when they want to celebrate our territory. Well, we don't ban all such days. Commercial activities and other activities they will only take place as from Tuesday the 21st. Make no Amazonian citizen no go out there for go find his or herself in harm's way. So make each and everyone, please each and everyone stay indoors between the 17th and the 20th. Only from the 21st will not be allowed to go outside. The NSC, the call on the ASA, the Amazonian State Army, say make we safeguard the federal territory, take care of the civilians equally as we tell the civilians make they take care of the Amazonian State Army. We salute with bravery and we tell say when I go out there, anything from La Republic to Cameroon will take them out. Anything will take them out. They don't be allowed on the federal territory, especially the terrorists where they come from there. This one, now the spokesman for the ANC, signing out today, the 7th of May 2024. Short live the revolution, long live the Federal Republic of Amazonia.
The number one most important thing for every Ambazonian to do right now is the draft. We stand at the threshold of an existential struggle, a pivotal juncture in our proud history that brooks no failure, tolerates no hesitation. So we will draft incessantly, individually, within the warm, vibrant tapestries of our communities. We will draft. We must draft. For in this paramount task, our draft lies the power to liberate Amazonia.